So, we are now on session 14 of Ghosts of Saltmarsh. Last session, you spent the time on the Emperor of the Waves, the lost ship that had been drifting in the ocean, holding the treasure of Prince Obrek, his precious box containing the deeds to property and land in which he invested his fortune. Unbeknownst to him, this ship was now riddled with
8.
creatures of darkness with 8 legs and webs and a possessed druid orc. You boarded the ship, find it wrecked, noticing there was signs of damage on the sides after being transported on the Soul of Winter, the ship purchased by the prince to travel you there. Upon investigation, you could see no sign of life. You saw some creatures in the depths, but nothing too sinister. You tried one door and found it to be jammed shut, so you decided to just try the other one. This room was where you encountered your first spiders, which, over the course of a short battle, took Styles to the ground, being saved by his parapet of wound closure, and Ozzy, fleeing the scene with his Misty Step, was pretty shaken up as well.
I wasn't fleeing.
Yeah. I think everyone remembers looking out the door and you just appearing outside, waving. Something along the lines. You patched yourselves up after this initial shock and then proceeded with a bit more caution into the lower levels. You did find a series of paper, like notes, an old diary near the altar, but you hastily shoved that into your backpack, wanting to make the most of your prepared spells and incantations. On the next deck down, you found a door that had been barricaded from your side, holding something on the other side. Upon opening it, you found the druid Brel, I think it was called. And he had taken possession of the ship and killed the crew and was basically feeding them to the Dark Mother of Spiders, who he was worshipping. And his love of spiders was so that he had a pet phase spider, which, when the inevitable battle happened between you two, began to come into existence and just warp from the other dimension and attack and then disappear back into the ether. You were holding your own in the battle, doing well, taking out the 2 giant wolf spiders on the ceiling and floor. However, Ozzy decided perhaps the phase spider would be too much to handle and maybe a different tact was in store. So, using his charismatic charm, he charmed Krell and managed to make him stop fighting for a short period of time. And this was enough to call up the spider and give you the leave of the room. You backed out because you'd seen a hatch that led down into the guts of the ship. And after removing the bar that sealed this one closed, you descended and found the bottom part of the ship was half submerged in water and just full of wreckage and rubble and just boxes and cargo just smashed and destroyed. You presumed this would be where the box was, as that's what the princess said, and descending into there, you saw a glint of it at the end. Striving forward, you were then pounced upon by 4 ghasts, ex-sailors who had been thrown down here and come back after dying to feed on flesh and anything that was thrown down from above. These immediately attacked you as you tried to get the box. However, the noise of their attack disturbed the beast that had damaged the ship originally. A juvenile kraken ripped out one side of the ship, grabbing one of the gas and pulling them out through the exit. At this point, your initial fight was over and the panic to get the box and flee the ship began. The kraken repeatedly attacked the ship, listing it from one side to the other as you slowly dragged this heavy box along the ship's bottom, water constantly coming in. You managed, using the strongest players, to get this back up onto the top of the deck. And it was here that you saw the rest of the evil inhabitants trying to flee as well, their eyes set on your small rowboat from the Soul coming to save you. However, the Kraken had different ideas, grabbing them off the deck and pulling them into the ocean. Just in time, you managed to jump into the small rowboat, get your box in there, and begin to sail away as the ship itself sank lower into the water and was eventually dragged underneath. And that is where we will start this session. So, as the rowboat pulls towards the Soul of Winter, the dwarves' guards stare back at the writhing tentacles pulling the Emperor of the Waves to its watery grave. As you turn and watch yourselves, you see the final pieces getting sucked under. As the tentacles retract and the turbulent water settles, it's as if there was never a ship there, except for the small pieces of shattered wood drifting atop of the waves. The guards row you back in silence, and as you near the ship, you see Captain Winrune on the main deck looking towards where the Emperor once was. As you climb aboard, helped by the crew, you hear him turn and say, "Those that die, they're the lucky ones." He turns to you all and says, "Get yourself changed and your wounds looked at, and then, if you will, I would like you to dine with me this evening."
I think we're the lucky ones.
Okay.
Dine with you. Fuck.
Yes.
I feel like I need to lie down for a week.
Please, rest and get yourself tended to. And at this, some of the other members of crew and the first mate, they take the box from the rowboat up onto the ship, and they escort you back down to where you were staying. And the ship's medic tends to any of your wounds, and you can rest for a period of time.
Like a short rest then, I guess.
Yeah, short rest.
Yeah.
I'm gonna roll some hit die, get some HP back. Where are my dice? Shit. I've just thought about something with your telekinetic helmet.
Oh.
Does everyone have, when they do their
Telekinesis cap.
short rest, do they have the option to do reset maximum HP?
Yes,
Alright.
but I don't think you're supposed to do that. I think
Just because it says Sacred Oath, I wonder if it was a special thing.
7. Oh, that'll do. 8.
I'm all better.
Yeah, I'm all better, but I have no spell slots.
Has your parapet kicked in
Oh,
as
no,
well,
I do.
Styles? Because remember
From
that
what?
with your parapet of wound closure means that whenever you roll a hit die, you get to roll another one and double it. Yeah.
My.
I don't understand.
It might do that
how to the hit
automatically
die.
for you.
So the hit die, you'll get a set
It
amount.
didn't do it automatically for me.
Have you got it equipped? And are you attuned to it?
I now have it equipped.
There you go. You might have to attune to it as well. If you go right down on your inventory thing, scroll all the way down. This is like an attunement section. You might have to click that as well.
I'm
then
scrolling.
D&D Beyond is usually pretty good
Attunement.
at adding those
Oh, yeah.
things automatically.
I've done it.
Do I have to roll my own dice now, Paul?
Yeah, so you hit dice, Garrick. When
choose
you're
how
on a
many?
short
I've
rest, you
got
choose how many you
5.
want. Yeah, and
can
you
click it
regain a
on the
set
screen
number
as well.
each day.
You click on the screen, James, it'll roll it for you.
I might as well use all 3.
If you need them.
You only get a set amount back each day, though. That's the only thing. So you don't start with 5 every day.
Right.
You
I
do?
don't think. Do you?
Yeah, you get
Does it
more
reset after a long rest?
Yeah.
Well, that's
Okay.
what I was thinking. If I long rest soon, then I might as well use all 5 or whatever. But
Yeah.
Yeah.
You should. I think that's how it works. In fact, actually, everyone who
use 4.
is with me when they're doing this gets like a bonus as well.
I think you'll all be together because it's just in the thingy.
Song of Rest. If you or any friendly creatures can hear a performance at the end of a short rest, everyone gets an extra 1d6 hit points as well if you need it. As I just come to terms with what happened, I was just playing a little solemn tune on the guitar, trying to take in what we've just experienced through music.
For the gift of song.
It's how I deal with things, man. Just play the tune. Play it back.
Well, I suppose at least it settles one thing. We won't be adding a third ship to the Armada.
This is true.
There's always this ship.
Yes, we can always take this ship from these people.
Don't
for
think these dwarves will give up their ship that easily.
Will they sell us a ballista? That's what I want to know.
I
Or
can make you
at least
a
point
ballista.
us in the direction of where they purchased it.
Mm.
Styles.
If you give me the time, I can definitely make you a ballista. I just need the time.
Sorry, Skag. Styles, Picard. Have you guys seen anything like that before? What the fuck was that?
I
I've
can
never
safely
seen-
say I have no memory of such a creature.
And since meeting you gentlemen, my experience with spiders is getting worse.
Oh dear.
I always got told when I was a kid that the spider's more scared of you than you of it. I don't think that's the case with the ones we've been coming across.
Absolutely not.
Well,
Whew, that
I
was a
guess
lot.
I could eat if that's what this captain wants to do. I could certainly drink as well, a lot.
Aye,
You
I think
can.
I'll join you with that.
Yes.
At this
Picard.
point, you do have the box with your quarters as well. They brought that down to you if
Mm.
you wish to look at.
Oh, okay. Picard.
Yes.
I got thinking about this helmet, this telepathic helmet you've got. It lets you detect the thoughts of the person wearing it, right? No, yeah. Detect when you got it on, you detect
Yeah.
other people's thoughts.
I detect thoughts, yes.
But if I'm understanding it correctly, you can delve deeper into the mind of that person, right?
I believe
You can.
so.
I know.
Yeah. You should know what you Ozzy.
Well, maybe I'm not saying right now, but maybe one of us could put it on and dive into your brain and figure out if there's anything rattling around in there that you can't remember. See if we can bring something to the surface.
Well, did I attune to this item? Was that a thing I had to do?
I think you did, yeah.
I think you did, yeah. You
Yeah,
can.
what you
I
have to
think
do is
you
scroll
tune
to the
back, you
bottom of your
can unattune,
page.
and then.
It's just a thought. You know,
It's definitely a worthwhile idea, and I appreciate you helping me with my memory.
we might be able to find something of interest in the dark
Yes.
depths of your mind.
Oh, I fear what you may find, Mr. Ozzy. I fear what we all may find.
Oh, there's a
I
song
just-
there somewhere.
Yeah, well, I wouldn't dream of doing it without your permission. I just like stare at you. But, you know, up to you.
I will give it some thought. Ha 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 ha!
Ha,
You see
good
what I
one,
did there?
Good one, good one.
Yeah. Ha ha ha. I am funny.
Come on, shall we find our way to where this captain wants us to eat?
Yep.
Yes.
Aye.
Time wise, you'd spent the full day going through the Emperor of the Waves and recovering the box, make a good part of the day, so it was late afternoon by the time you got back to your
Ooh.
ship.
Sorry.
Mhm.
Before we do go up, could I just give the box a once over, just check it out, see what it's about?
Yeah. Are you casting Identify or Detect Magic or anything like that, or are you just sort of...
I will if I'm getting a magical vibe from it. If it's like humming with that
It does.
magical
It is
vibration.
magically sealed, so
It's
I'd
magical.
presume that would give you a vibe.
Yeah, well, I don't know. Identify. I can use identify, but it's just identifying a magic log, right?
I think it'd be more like a detect magic to detect. Do you have that?
I don't have detect magic, no. I do have.
Because I think if you used identify, you'd identify it as a box.
Yeah,
It's
that's
not
what
so
I
much a
mean.
magical
Yeah,
item, is it? It's a
yeah,
normal item with a
exactly.
magic effect. So I don't think that would work.
I have detect magic if I prepare it. But I'd have
That's
it prepared.
entirely up to you.
I have dispel magic.
Then you could try it.
I could dispel the magic on the lock.
It's up to you. I mean, you look at this box and you look it over, and it's solid. There's surprisingly no damage to it. It's been only in this wooden case, half submerged in water, but the box itself is good as new. And there was no obvious way to open it. It just looks completely sealed.
What did the guy tell us that was in it, or did he not?
He said it's full of his promissory deeds
Right.
and land ownership up to the value of 100,000.
100,000.
I'll leave it.
Because how much are we
for
getting?
now.
10,000.
No, 12.
12.
12.
Glad someone remembers.
12.
I'll probably written it down somewhere. I'll leave it for now. Let's go see what this knobhead's got to say.
So time-wise, it was late afternoon when you got back to the ship, and you've rested for a good few hours. Like I said, the doctor's been down, tended to any wounds. You've got changed. You've rested your muscles. So when you come up, it is nighttime. The stars shine down from the night sky, and you see Selene. The red moon is full, whilst Luna is in its waning gibbous stage. The sea is calm, and there's a gentle rock to the boat as you sail towards your home. When you're ready, you are led up by the first mate to the captain's quarters. A table that can seat 6 is positioned in the centre of a dim room. The main source of light comes from lanterns hung from the crossbeams supporting the wooden roof. Maps of the ocean and seas are hung on the walls, and at the head of the table sits Captain Windrune. He is dressed in formal attire, consisting of a dark blue jacket and waistcoat with gold buttons and white trousers with a blue stripe down each leg. Around his neck he wears a necklace consisting of large gold loops embedded with symbols and jewels. He stands as you enter and says, "Please, sit and join me at my table."
Thank you, Captain.
I just want
Please,
to point out.
sit first, Captain.
I just want to point out that I,
Captain Picard.
because I always forget, I do have Ellie
Oh, me.
with me round my neck.
That's fine. They've come, I'd imagine, because you've been on here already for like 5 days. They've come accustomed to her coming and going.
Yeah.
You'll have had comments and inquisitive stares, but
I hope you don't mind Ellie joining us. She's also hungry.
that is fine. Please sit. The table is suited to the captain's stature. As you know, all of the crew on this ship is dwarves. So most of you find that when you sit, you have to stretch your legs slightly under to get your knees underneath the table. However, after adjusting, it's not too uncomfortable. Scarrick, for you, it's the perfect fit.
Lovely.
Is this the kids' room? Oh,
As you sit,
Don't joke now, Ozzy.
it's like at school, like the little kids' chairs.
Tiny kids, just all
Yeah,
sitting there.
kindergarten.
Oh, you all look quite big when you sit on my chairs, don't you?
Yeah, it feels weird.
as you sit, the captain leans forward and he says, "So what do you owe Albrecht to risk so much for a box?"
What do we owe him?
Yeah. Who would risk their life for such a thing?
Ever heard of money?
Adventurers?
I've heard of money.
We work for coin, my good man.
And you knew
a
the
noble
risk?
spirit. No.
We didn't quite know about the whole tentacle-y thing, you know.
We thought it was a standard pickup job.
Right.
Have you?
That makes more sense.
What the hell was that? You ever seen anything like that?
I've seen some sights in my time, but never a creature such as this. It took that ship so quick. I don't even think we would have stood a chance, and I'll tell you, we've defended ourselves well. We're lucky it didn't come for us.
How do you know that it isn't?
That we are.
How do you know it's not underneath us right now?
I don't. I've got men on watch, but we're sailing as fast as we can home. That's why I wondered if you knew any more information about the box. Is this what's drawing the creature? Are we at risk?
We was told that in the box it's just documents and papers,
It's probably
deeds to
fine.
property.
Have you opened it?
But if you think it's important to the vessel's safety that we should maybe have a wee look-see inside the box, then, you know, I probably agree with that.
See no harm.
I just whisper under my breath, casting message to Scarrig, just saying, Scarrig, I know these people are of your ilk, but who's to say we could even trust them? I won't give away too much information if I were you.
Aye, but he does make a good point about if this thing is chasing whatever's in the box.
Wow. That's a bit of an odd comment to make. Is that something that what could possibly be in a box that would draw a sea monster? Surely,
I don't know,
surely it
but-
just wanted to. He just saw a boat and was attacking it or something, you know?
I watched that ship go down, and it stopped as soon as it had gone. Why? We're a perfectly good ship, well within its range,
It's a
and
wild
yet it didn't
beast.
touch us.
It might not know what it's doing. It might be acting on instinct.
Well, then you could also ask the question: if it is
Right.
after the box, why did it stop? Why did it not continue to pursue the box, especially when it didn't have a ship in its way?
What's in the box?
True. Listen, I'm sorry. This was supposed to be just a transport mission, and I've never done a transport mission quite like that before.
What do you know of
Listen.
this? What was his name? Sorry, Oath. Officer?
Is it Aubrey?
Prince
Oh.
Albrecht.
Albrecht. What do you know of this Albrecht? You done work for him
He
before?
just hired us. No, I've heard of him. He had quite a trade empire in his time, but this is the first job we've taken. It was money. He said it was for you.
Hmm.
Tides my crew over for a few months. There's less work around Saltmarsh recently. More attacks. So.
Or attacks? What type of attacks?
The food's here. And as
Oh,
As-
right.
you say that, the door opens and in come some of the crew with large pewter platters, and in front of you they put a simple fish stew, potatoes, root vegetables, served with a side of hearty bread and a large cup of dark rum, sort of a rum water mix, which is common on vessels.
Oh
of this
god,
type.
I need that.
Go
Sorry, you
steady
said
there.
attacks.
Aye.
Yes.
Let me guess, beavers.
No.
Oh. That's
The,
probably because somebody dealt with that
Pirates.
problem.
Pirates so. It's a lot less now
Smugglers?
than it used to be in the day, but it's I believe they call them the Sea Devils.
Sea
Oh,
devils.
No
interesting.
We've
We
seen-
know of these devils of the sea.
You do?
Yes, we encountered their greatest foe, the lizard people.
Interesting.
They were ousted from their home by these little fishy bastards.
So these sea devils are attacking shipping. Are they after anything in particular? Weapons? Food?
It's hard to say. They seem to attack anything that is in their path. Fishing vessels, we've saved people from those. Cargo, they don't seem to take much, just disrupting transport. preying on the weak. That's why we are armed as we are.
Speaking of which, I like the look
Where
of
did you
them
get
ballistas.
Wonderful ballistas.
Who fitted them?
Well, these were done by my clan. However, most docks will fit weaponry if you have it made. I believe the closest one to Saltmarsh would be Seaton. Large naval force there.
Have we been to Seaton?
No.
I've heard the name, haven't we? Is that
Yeah. We've talked about it before, but we've never been.
It's where the smugglers got sent for execution.
Nice.
Anyway, please eat, rest. We'll be travelling straight back to Saltmarsh. I know on the journey here I said to stay in your cabin. However, you've proven yourself very capable, and I believe if we are attacked, we'll need all the hands we can get. So stay out of the way of my crew, but you can freely move around the ship as you wish.
Thank you, Captain. I'd very much appreciate a look at your ballistas, if you don't mind, just to, get some design ideas.
Yes, of course, of course. We have
Thank you.
5 days travel, so that would be something to keep you entertained, I guess.
I am the entertainment. Don't you worry about that. I can play some lovely tunes for your sailors.
Oh, you know any dwarven tunes?
I have taught him a couple.
Oh, well, the men may enjoy that. And
I figured I would have over the time.
I guess,
you would have
yeah,
done,
I suppose you probably would
You
have.
would have gone
I guess
back and
like
forth.
a dwarf definitely wants dwarven music, so I would have been like, go on, learn this one.
Yeah, I definitely think he has some in his repertoire. So you eat through the main. The rum and water is topped up frequently, and then when that's cleared, in comes a dessert with a thick jam with large chunks of fruit served on like a hard biscuit underneath. It's relatively pleasant.
I might have asked this last session, but I can't remember. The box, did it look like it could fit in the bag of holding?
No,
We said it
that's why we
couldn't.
didn't put it in.
Yeah, it was
Okay.
too big.
Because that would be a good way of having it not tracked if it is trackable. Has the guy got up and left?
No, he still sat eating. You discussed throughout the evening. Anything else? Is it anything else you wish to discuss with him, or are you happy just to finish the meal, general conversation?
Yeah.
Nothing off the top of my head.
So you eat into tonight, and as the meal comes to an end, the captain stands. I think I will draw in. It's been an interesting day. As I said, I have extra men on guard. We will be safe.
Oh,
But-
actually, there is. Sorry to interrupt. There is something I wanted to ask
Yes.
you about. On the boat, there was a strange man called Krell Groll, I think his name was.
Right.
Have you heard of him?
No.
He said he was a servant of Loth, the demon queen of spiders.
A little experience in this. A more seafaring knowledge than demons.
Bosun.
But
Bosun.
yes,
He spoke
Perhaps.
of
that is what he had summoned. Maybe.
there was talk, and I pull out or whoever's got it, I pull out there was a diary, wasn't there?
Yeah,
And I flicked through the pages like there was this diary from the crew on there. Yeah, take a look. It speaks talk of this island.
Picks up and reads through.
Know anything of it?
No, but it makes sense to why the ship is still afloat. If it had a full crew, perhaps this damage has only been recent. I know the prince said it had been missing for 3 years, which is what surprised me about the situation. A ship doesn't just drift for 3 years.
That's what I thought.
Perhaps it is better at the bottom of the ocean. Well, you keep this. When we get back to Saltmarsh, we'll be on our way, and I don't think we'll be taking a job from a prince again. Not for a while.
No.
Good night to you all.
Aye, good night,
No.
Captain.
Good night.
Good night.
And he leaves the room and
I'm looking for that journal.
leaves you to
Where the fuck is it?
finish any food or drink. I sent it on Messenger. It's not in
Oh
now.
my god.
Yeah, I was just trying to find it, but it was ages ago, and
It was too big.
That's what she
Don't
said.
send it again.
So, what are we doing about the box?
Well, sorry, I didn't want to. The guy seems trustworthy, but what if we said, "Oh, yeah, it's full of this and that," and he decides to take it from us? I don't know.
You can try, but I don't think he would.
That's fair.
well, in that case, we could take the
It's
boat.
definitely piqued my curiosity. I could try and open it. It looked like
I
it
would
had
like to know the contents.
a magical lock, or it seems magically sealed, but I can dispel that magic.
If it was a conventional lock, I could pick it, but I'm not experienced with magic.
Don't be silly, Styles. You're the worst rogue ever.
Aye, I think I'll give it a go.
You'll probably fall off the side of the boat while trying.
I said magic is not
And then
my
he won't be able to
thing.
climb back up.
He wouldn't. He keeps slipping off.
I'm gonna walk out and go to the oh, look, cabin.
Yeah, that's fine.
What Styles? No, come back.
We know exactly where he is. He's so flat-footed and loud. Can hear him walking miles away. Let's go check this box out.
So you leave the dining quarters and head back down into your position. A small room.
I would attempt to open it, and if I'm assuming it won't open because it's magically sealed, in which case I will cast Dispel Magic on it.
Okay.
Although, I would check for any traps.
You want to do that first?
Yes.
Packard leaves the room.
Styles, this is your forte. Do you mind giving me a hand?
Nope.
Okay.
I'm trying to sleep. It's been a long day. I'll give it here then. So what was it for? So
I think it's
Styles picks it up.
It's investigation.
So you make an investigation check to see if
Good
you
as it.
can identify any traps.
Roll it with advantage because I'm helping you. I'm helping you.
I roll it twice. Yeah.
Yeah, take the higher one.
Do it twice.
That was a bad one. Not one much better. 10.
God, he's the worst rogue ever.
The reason you struggle to look for traps is because the things you're used to is you're used to a chest with a keyhole. You've identified traps before where poison will spit out from a keyhole, or there'll be a slot in the bottom of the chest where a blade will come out from the bottom, or holes where spikes will come through. This chest is almost too smooth. There is no visible define for a lid. There is no gap or crevice that could possibly hold anything. There's no keyhole. All it is a smooth, solid box with two handles on either side and an A carved into the front. You can't see any traps.
Look, there's no markings or anything. There's only this air. It doesn't even have a handle. Well, sorry, as the handle, it doesn't have a keyhole or hinges, anything. I can't see anything, Ozzy. Try your bit.
All right, I want to stand back. I run
So,
my hand across the front of it. You hear me muttering some weird arcane words under my breath, and I use Dispel Magic.
So what's your spellcasting ability? Is it Wisdom or Charisma? Sit at the top of your spells. I want to say Charisma, but
I believe it would be Charisma. Yeah, it's Charisma. I know it's Charisma.
so I need you to roll a Charisma ability check, please.
Let me just double check, but I think it is. Bad.
Sorry, have you
spell.
cast anything on yourself?
I haven't, no.
Can I will cast.
Yes, Charisma.
I don't have shit.
I could use Enhance Ability on myself, but I should have done this beforehand. So, alright, what do you want me to roll? Just a Charisma check.
Yes, please.
Where's my natural 20 dice? Here it is. No. 13.
13. Okay. So you run your hand over the top and you feel there is magic surrounding this, an arcane lock of sorts. And as you try and grasp the weave to bend and break this magic, it resists.
Can I ask? I suppose it depends on what you want to tell me. Can I ask, like, the DM? Has it failed because my Dispel Magic?
The spell magic works at different levels, and you've got to beat that level to undo it. You get the sense that the magic is a lot stronger than you are.
Okay, so it's more than a third level magic.
Yes. A lot more.
Oh yes, I've read the spell now. I see. Okay, does that make sense? Wow, this
He's a
is
strong
some
man, this one.
this is some strong magic here.
Is it too powerful you there, Ozzy?
No, I'm gonna do it again. But this is my last chance, and then I'm after bed.
And then do I try with my hammer?
I
Don't think that'd be a
don't
good
think
idea.
that's the idea. 15
Okay.
plus 4, 19.
You'll get resistance.
Damn! This is some strong ass magic.
Bedtime, I think.
Yeah. Right.
I think it's a good idea.
You position yourselves in where you'd been settled for the journey here. Your room is as it was. And you turn in. Sleep taking hold. For you, my God, you stare at a wall and your friend's sleeping.
Nice.
Garrick, as you fall into slumber, thinking about the day's events, another day of fighting, another day of death. You open your eyes. You're on a road. Around you, high hills roll into mountain peaks in the distance. As you look forward down the road, you see a wall of flames crossing it. You turn and look behind. You see the road stretching its way into light. What do you wish to do?
Walk towards the flames.
My.
As you move towards the flames, you feel the heat. Persevere forward, and as you touch, you extend your hand through, and although the heat is intense, you feel no pain. You walk fully into the flames. As you enter, your vision is blocked by roaring orange and yellow, and you feel a rush as you're rapidly pulled into the air. You are now high in the air and moving fast. You see below you mountains. Your eyes darting to different peaks, you recognize the lay of the land. These are the Crystal Mist Mountains. And as you fly north, you see they lead to the barrier peaks. As you pass over these, you feel a burning in your chest, and it runs from your chest down into your right hand. You look at your hand, and snap. Instantly you're surrounded by black. You stood in pitch black trying to open your eyes, but you realize they are open. And then a glow begins in your hand. A flame stretches out of your grip, forming the shape of a sword. You feel a rush of power. And then you awake. You're sweating. You have a pain in your hand, and as you look, you see you've clenched so hard, your fingers have dug into your skin. It's morning.
I would presumably notice this, seeing as I'm not asleep.
Probably sat up sweating and
Some sort of-
From your perspective, Picard, you see. I'd say Scarrick's quite a noisy sleeper as a dwarf. He often grunts and roars.
He's
But for a
definitely
short period
snorer.
of time, yeah. For a short period of time, he's almost silent. He lays still on his back, head pointed to the ceiling. And after a short period of time, all of a sudden, his eyes shoot open and you see him covered in sweat.
Mr. Scarrig, are you well? You look a little
Aye.
damp.
Aye. Some interesting dreams.
Oh, yes. I know all about those. If I could sleep.
Wet dream. You've had a wet dream.
Oh, dear.
Not quite a wet dream, no. More fire, actually. But, aye.
Fire, you're missing that forge, are you?
No, I've got more of a longing for home, actually.
And where is home? To you, Mr. Scarrig?
What was it called again?
What are the Crystal Mist Mountains, I think.
Aye, it's some,
The Crystal Meth Mountains.
aye, some hills near the Crystal Mist Mountains.
Oh, yes. Sounds like a wonderful place.
Is that
Why?
anywhere
It
near
is.
the Lonely Mountain?
No, but that's a good song.
When was the last time you were headed home, Scarrick?
Oh, it's been some time. Probably.
I don't even
you
think
know, before
the whole time
before
I've-
the wars.
Whole time I've known you, I don't think you've ever been home.
Oh no. Not since the war. Aye.
Did you not go back a hero, a war hero?
I didn't really see anyone after the war. It was a hard time for me, you know.
Did you win the war?
Aye.
Well,
we
that's the
did.
important thing, I suppose.
But
And you didn't reap the
Didn't feel
reward.
like it. No, that's when I went, into my path of being, holy man. And
Well, maybe we should all escort you to the Crystal Mist Mountains. We'll go on a lovely trip together as the Mr.
Aye.
Men.
sometime that would be nice. Aye, maybe we could.
I would love to visit your home, Scarrick. Whenever it's been talked about, it sounds incredible. It sounds beautiful.
Aye, it is. It is. Well, anyway, that's enough about me. Let's
Right.
what about breakfast, eh?
Dry yourself off. Let's get ready for the
I
day.
use prestidigitation on you, and clean you up.
Thank you.
Just absorb his sweat. somewhere in the magical realm there is a place where all prestidigitation goes. Just this realm of
Just a big
sweat and
pit of
blood and
sludge,
shit.
yeah.
Oh,
Or just ends up
My-
in,
There is a
in the bag of holding.
slime level in hell. I'd imagine it goes in there. Okay,
do we
so-
get a long rest?
You get a long rest. Just so on hit die, you can regain up to half your hit die on a long rest.
Is that so?
Yes, I screenshotted it. I'll read it. So I tell you the right thing.
I suppose it should say D&D Beyond.
The character also
Man
regains
says up to
spent
2
hit dice up to
hit
the
dice.
number of dice equal to the character's total number, a minimum of 1. If you have 8, you can regain up to 4 per day. Well, per long rest.
Cool.
Per day, because it's per.
I
knew they didn't fully restack every day.
as we like wake up, can I try and dispel that box again?
Try.
But this time, I cast Enhance Ability on myself first. Anybody else got anything they want to pump into me?
Oh yeah, I forgot, but like, can I quickly change something?
It's the start of
Because
the
I
day.
would have done it if I thought we were like, because we've still got like 4 days of travel, haven't we? I didn't really think.
Yeah.
Yeah. Surely over these 4 days I've got to be able to get it open. I could do it twice a day.
Also, is your instrument just laying, or do you always carry it, or is it like in the corner of the room?
If it was in a room like this, I don't obviously sleep with it on my back. It would be like stood up in the corner, yeah.
The Styles just picks it up, sits on a crate, and very badly just drums it, going, Ozzy, alright, man. If you can't do it, no one can.
I
No
just
one
cast
will.
Bless
But yeah, like the opposite effect of what you want, really.
on you. You've got a
Demotivation.
D4.
Yeah,
Styles.
demotivational sweet.
Styles. Put down my guitar.
So I just laugh and prop it back up nicely.
Actually, I just need to check something. Ah, damn it. It's not this one. It's a different one. It's the one. I thought that if someone else who wasn't a bard tried to play it, you like got cursed or something. But I think it's the one that I've sent that woman to try and find that does that.
Do you need me to detect the magic on it, by the way?
No, we've established that it's got magic on it.
What are you doing?
Stars, I know
giving
you.
it a check?
I know you're just
I've
trying
given
to.
you Bless, by the way.
Thank you. I know you're just trying to joke around and have a bit of fun, but please don't touch my guitar.
Okay. Don't make any jokes about my stealthy abilities.
But it's so hard not to. Right. So, pumping me up. What we got? We got the enhance ability. You blessed me.
D4.
I'm all blessed. Can I also use some inspiration? I can.
Just as a side for anybody else
I
while
can't
he's
do it for
figuring this out.
I can't do it for myself though. All right. So, here we go. Dispel magic. Enhance ability. I got advantage. And I got a D4. Right. Nope. Nope. Not today, boys.
What'd you get?
I got a 9 and a 1. Oh, wait, a 9, even with the 2 D. No, it's nowhere near. Well, I rolled a 15 yesterday, and that wasn't enough. So
So as you focus into the box and run your hand over, your thoughts are just pushing and pushing against this force. You can feel magic when you're doing stuff like this. You can feel
Goddamn
the
box!
weave of magic and the seal. And then you feel a static. All of a sudden, you retract your hand as you receive 7 lightning damage, and the box arcs towards you.
Ah! What the? Damn! Oh, this. I'm gonna get this. I'm gonna get this box open. God damn it.
That's a magical booby trap. That's not on. That's not on me.
Booby.
I say we leave the box and just deliver it as we said we would, and take our reward.
Oh shit! I can do it again.
Oh, he's doing it again. Fantastic.
I'm still blessed. Fuck. Nope. Oh. Nope.
This time, as you push your hand in, the static is more reactive.
Oh fuck.
You get 9 lightning damage as it arcs out and just begins to jolt up your arm, causing a spasm.
Ah! Ugh. Fuck this box. Maybe we do try the hammer. Give me the hammer. I gotta yank the hammer off. Give me the fucking hammer. I'm gonna get this box open.
James doesn't.
It's froze. I'm gonna do it now before you can say I can't.
So hurry. Are you letting him do it, James? You froze up a bit.
I let go.
Ah! I'll take a swing at
Backhand
the
leaves
box.
the room. Backhand leaves the room quickly.
Roll for attack.
Backhand's left the room by now.
What would I add to it? Would I add
It's just a
anything?
straight strength roll, I think. Well, with whatever. What would you add?
One
It's on
D8.
strength, isn't it?
Yeah.
But
It's
for attack, it'll be a strength modifier. Are you proficient in heavy weaponry?
This is what I mean. Yeah, I don't think I am. No, I'm not.
So if you're not proficient, it's just your strength modifier. If you're proficient, you get your proficiency
Which is a
bonus on top.
-1.
Yeah, so roll a
it's not a
minus one.
heavy. It's not.
Oh, is it not heavy?
Oh, it's froze again.
Yeah. This is what happens when you take his weapon.
Am I freezing?
You
Yeah,
froze
a little
then.
bit.
What?
Let me open
Well,
up
bring
little
that
door
router
into
in,
my
kid.
internet.
What is it though?
Yeah.
Tell me what it is.
So it's just a normal common weapon melee weapon. It's
No.
not anything
I can do
special.
simple weapon. I'm proficient with simple weapons, so I'm assuming not.
This just says weapon common.
Oh, what do you think?
What is it? Warhammer.
Yeah.
Well, you can add your proficiency to it if you want. If your strength is -1.
Alright, so okay.
I don't think it'd be proficient in heavy weapons, but for argument's sake, for brevity.
I swing and I roll 16, 17, 19.
Yeah, roll for damage.
What is it?
Definitely hit it. You haven't smashed your toe.
What is
Which is
it?
good.
Is it a 1d8?
1d8, yeah.
8.
Nice. Bring that around. It's like hitting a block of lead. The force just like instantly just dissipates, but there's no damage.
Nice swing.
Yeah, it got me angry. Oh, I can see why I used this thing.
Hey,
Feels
thank you.
good.
I'll take off your one-handed and just like whirl it around a little.
Damn, it's heavier than that. Fuck you, box. Breakfast.
So the time on the ship's yours. We'll say over the course of the next 4 days. If there's anything you wish to do, like
Can
specifically,
anyone think
we'll go
of
through that.
an item that the Kraken might have eaten that we've seen? Like, was there something that the orc guy was wearing? Because He had a cravat, didn't he?
I think he was wearing like the
Why do I
cravat.
think he's had a cravat, like a neck thing?
Why are you itch?
I don't know.
He had studded, like he had leather armor. He had a weapon.
We've got a picture of
So
him.
I
somewhere,
would have
haven't we?
seen that weapon or
I'd
whatever,
just think
wouldn't
there'd
I?
be something that, yeah, that's.
I
Yeah,
would
if
like
you've
to
seen him.
try. I would like to at some point have cast as soon as possible,
Ah,
really.
I see what you did.
Mhm.
So I guess this morning cast locate
So,
object
second day. Okay.
on that weapon that he had.
Yeah.
Oh
Just
no,
read
it's
me
like
the
studded
spell so
armor,
we know.
probably studded armor.
Yeah.
It is.
What's its limitation?
Describe a name or an object that is familiar to you. Sense the direction to the object's location as long as the object is within 1,000 feet of you. If the object is in motion, you know the direction of its movement. The spell can locate a specific object known to you as long as you have seen it up close within 30 feet at least once. Alternatively, the spell can locate the nearest object of a particular kind. Blah blah blah. The spell can't locate an object. The spell can't. Oh, what? Oh, if it's in lead.
Yeah. If
Yeah.
it's in like a sealed
Or-
container, isn't it?
Or a bag of holding.
Yeah. A lead box. 1 second. Just doing a little bit of converting. So 1,000 feet is well less than a mile. You've travelled quite far, obviously from the attack. You don't get a ping within 1,000 feet. You can't locate it, so it may set you peace of mind.
The only
Just so you know, guys, it's definitely not within 1,000 feet of us. I think we're clear.
That's good.
Providing he ate thingy.
I'd also like to have.
Well, didn't I thought he'd like took him straight away and hit him or something.
You only ever saw tentacles. You didn't see the rest of this beast, so
Yeah.
could have just drowned him.
I'd like to have Ellie.
Yeah.
Just flying above as well, just like using a bird's eye view to see any like big dark shadows looming under the water approaching us or anything.
I mean, dragon's eye view.
Yeah.
That's the one styles.
You see Ellie as you're spending your day on the ship. You see Ellie circling. Periodically, she'll dive down from the sky and catch like a passing seagull, and then like eat it in the air. I
would also like to spend the remaining 2 days or 3 days.
Technically we're on the second day, so you've got 4 more days left. So.
But
we'll just say this is the time.
Yeah, I would twice a day do the same thing with the box, try to get it open.
Okay, every time you will get lightning damage.
Okay. But
I'll be just occasionally looking at the ballistas, just kind of like checking things.
So we're going to run through 4 days of damage. Obviously, it'll reset every night.
Also, there's like I can't open the box. It's not even worth me rolling. Is that what you're telling me?
Yeah, you get 15 on the second time you try it. 15 lightning damage.
Okay.
And then if you try again, you get 10. So 25 total on the second day.
Ozzy died on the second day.
The third day, 13 on the first one. Try again.
I would keep trying, yeah.
And 9 on the second one.
There's no.
As long as none of this beats your max.
Oh no.
What's your max HP?
33.
Oh yeah, you're fine. You over the course of the days you try again, but every time you just get the stag.
Do I get any sense from it that it's not possible?
Yeah, I mean, how many times do you have to like stab yourself in the dick before you realise it hurts?
Well, I don't know, because like.
Well, I don't know. Stab.
I'm not referring to that
put it this way. We'll say you try over the course of 2 to 3 days, and every time you try, you feel like you're putting all your effort in, but you're not even being able to feel the weave anymore. It's just instantly blocking you out.
Okay. Okay. The only other thing then I would also like to try. I would suggest in those 4 days, I would once again at some point approach Picard with the idea of delving into his mind.
Yeah. We'll cover that in a second. Scarrick, you want to look at the weaponry on the ship? Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I figure like if they're common around, then I will have seen them before and like
Yeah.
I understand
these
how you
are.
make them. And
This is common ships
yeah,
weaponry.
again, I'll just be like
There's been
refreshing
talk.
myself on looking at one.
So I know we said previously in the campaign that cannons aren't a common stay. However,
Yeah,
I have decided they do exist.
Woo!
Cannons are
Get me a
like,
cannon.
from like your lore and your understanding of the sea, they're rare and they're more looked upon as like pirate machinery. There's no, like, unless you're talking heavy like naval ships, most sailing ships don't have them, mainly because they're too expensive. Like, they're expensive to make, they're expensive to maintain. They need black powder and they need cannonballs. Whereas these ballistas would simple metal brackets, easy to replace, easy to stock the ammo. So heavy naval ships do have cannons. As a result of this, pirate ships often have hijacked cannons or homemade cannons or that sort of thing. So there is the realm of cannons in Saltmarsh. However, the majority of the ships that you've encountered, these like protection ships, cargo ships, will have this wooden ballista and mangonel.
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 Mongrel.
It's a short name for it. It's a ship's name for it, actually. What they're called in D&D. I don't know if you know. Probably not. Um, what you do when you're trying to catch fishes. So you can look at the weaponry, Scarrick. I'd say this is probably the closest you've been to it. You've maybe done some repairs on the metalwork on these, made custom parts. But this is the closest you've been to like fully working sets of it. And you make an intelligence check.
Oh, 3.
3. As I suspected, the majority of these craft is wood, which isn't something you make handles, you make small wooden things, but these are like wood that's been cut in certain ways for tension, wood that has to support the tension of rope and that sort of thing. You understand entirely the metal work on these, but the wood you need some assistance from a carpenter. Okay, so that is your weaponry inspection. The other guys show you how to load and freely show you how to use them. So I will say that with your time on the ship, you will gain an understanding of how to use the weaponry of this caliber. Want to do a mind delve?
It's up to Packard.
Yeah.
Ozzy would keep
says-
pushing to do it because he's just curious.
Placard
He
says
keeps hitting a fucking box.
no. Placard says I've given it some thought.
Huh.
And still funny. And I don't want you rooting around in my bin like a little mind raccoon.
That's fair. It could bring some memories to the surface, though. Like, find out who you are, where you're from,
What happened to your arm?
and what
It
happened
could.
to your arm.
But I feel like something is on its way with answers.
And in that regard, Picard, there's over the course of the 5 days, there's 2 more times when you have the same vision that you had last time.
Hmm.
The one where you're stood at the side and you turn, where you feel the pain in your arm, and you turn, you see the storm, and then you fall into the water. This vision doesn't change now. It's almost like a reoccurring nightmare.
Hmm.
As for the stone, although you've tried daily to communicate and make contact, you haven't had anything for a while.
Well, that's fair enough, Mr. Packard. I won't want anyone rooting around in my mind either.
Exactly. It leads to darkness and sadness and hurt feelings.
True.
Plus, there's always religion for me to try.
I
Who's that?
wouldn't believe in that hokey crap. It
I'll
got me
pay-
It got me thinking though.
Yes?
What if this is self-inflicted?
I'm sorry.
Well, what if you chose to lose your memory because you have some trauma that you wanted to forget?
Like, sorry, I was just finishing off cutting
The voices.
Where's this voice coming from? Oh my god.
It's the stone. It's the stone.
Well, in that case, Mr.
That was really weird.
Steve, maybe I shouldn't remember. And he stares off into the distance.
Scarrick,
Aye.
do you have access to any restoration spells?
I think I've only got cure wounds.
Why did you ask that?
I can detect poison or disease, so I might have tried that over the time on him. Check if it's a disease.
I've heard of these spells.
Nothing of that would pick it up.
Like a lesser restoration, a greater restoration can it can restore things, It can restore your memory.
Oh,
it
Yeah.
did it.
I do have lesser restoration.
There was a guy I knew, Bruce Farabane. He did it on a lich
But
in
it's only
Barovia.
blinded, deafened, paralyzed, or poisoned.
Wow.
Yeah, I think greater restoration is that on
Oh.
that sort of level, but that's not necessarily what it has happened to him. But I'm just curious.
No, I don't think I've got anything for you.
Fair enough. I'll suss you out one day, Packard.
If I'm being perfectly honest, I was initially quite haunted by my lack of a history, but over time, I've grown to make new memories, new friends, and I think, well, what if I don't like the man I was back then? Why can't I just be this new man with his Mr. Men and his two ships and his cool ghost arm?
Well, you make a very good point, Mr. Packard. And you see Ozzy sort of get lost a little bit in thought, and he says, maybe it's not such a bad idea just being able to forget some of the past.
Yes. I still can't pee or poo, though, and that's distressing.
That would worry me.
Yes,
Try
I'm
eating.
going to get a doctor to check that one out. See if we can check my bunghole.
Have we worked out with Mr. Packard's breathing yet?
I don't think he is.
Yes.
He doesn't do anything bodily. Yeah.
Yeah, I forget how fucked up you are, Mr. Packard.
Oh, but at least I'm happy.
Right.
Yes, you may have a point. Your memories are the least of your troubles right now.
Indeed.
You're just a husk of a man.
Yes, I could just fall apart at any
Just
moment.
a shell.
Oh.
A sexist, misogynistic
Oh.
shell.
Oh, come on. Come on.
Hey,
We're all friends here.
you were the one
Hey.
slagging the women off.
Just on the ship. I love women normally, but not on my ship, goddammit.
So you still have your urges as a man, then, Mr. Packard?
Oh no, I meant I enjoy their conversations, and sometimes I enjoy the way they dress.
Stars.
You
We
d-
we've seen what he does
doesn't
with that.
eat.
With
He
that.
doesn't drink.
porno
he doesn't
mag.
have the edge of the women. There's no point in being alive, Mr. Packard.
Ah, I see. I can't kill self.
Hate self.
Just steps off the back of the boat as it's going.
Oh mercy. Well, I can't wait to arrive back in Saltmarsh and deal with all this existential crises.
Try not to commit suicide.
I'm only kidding.
Oh.
And on that, you pull into Saltmarsh.
Ah!
Ah!
The
Saltmarsh.
familiar land comes into sight,
Came out of nowhere.
and on the 14th of block time, you dock in Saltmarsh. And that's where we'll just have a quick break to get any drinks or beers.
Mm.
And then you arrive back into Saltmarsh. This time docking a little further up, near the Owland estate, as this is the closest dock to the Solmore mansion. When you're docked, the crew help you depart, bring the box to the dock, and then they prepare the ship to sail away. The captain bids you farewell. And I'd say over the 10-day, like the 5 days on the way back, you've made some connections with the crew, bid them good tidings, and let them go about their way. You are now on the dock with a box.
Don't worry, guys. I've got this.
So, we're not just
Uh,
giving him this fucking box, are we? Because we nearly died over this. We want more money, right?
No, a deal's a deal. We don't go back on it. 12,000's quite a lot of money.
Yeah, but he didn't really inform us of all the details, did he?
Well,
I don't think he knew there
don't
was
think
a
he would have
kraken.
known that was there, eh?
I don't know.
Big ass spiders.
The
I do
way
agree with Ozzy though.
the way that
Should ask
Captain
try and ask for
Windroom
more.
was talking,
I think we knew the danger.
I don't trust this guy.
He made us aware the job was going to be dangerous.
We've got the journal. We can show him that. Try and haggle.
Aye.
We could put the
Pike
box
out.
safe and go speak to him, or
Pike,
Yes.
perhaps when we're inquiring, questioning
No, I
him
don't
about
want
this,
to be underhanded about it.
look into his mind, see what he's thinking, see if he's trying to cover anything up, hide anything.
I think we should take him the box. I don't think we should hide it because then it looks like we're trying to
Shut up, Scar!
take money from him.
I agree with Scarag. We were hired to do a job. The job was done.
Oh, God.
We have returned with
What?
the item.
Why did you buy the helmet if you're not going to use it? Did you literally
Right,
just
let
want to
me
use it
sort
on
this.
me?
Yes,
No.
I wanted to know how you felt about me.
Is that it? You could have just asked.
I've cast Fine Steed.
Ah,
and
yeah.
I summon a grey mastiff.
We're getting flashbacks of Solidus running around
Yes.
on
Grey
a
Mastiff,
stick.
a dog.
Yeah, a dog.
Okay,
wow.
yeah.
Well, it can be a dog, a pony, a war horse, but like figuring with my size, I could probably ride a mastiff, can I? Like
Oh,
a
yeah,
big
you can, yeah,
hinge
yeah.
mastiff.
I'd love to see you
Yeah.
on like a little warthog or something.
Yeah,
If it
yeah.
was
The
there, I would
Mastiffs
have picked it.
they are mountable. So
Yeah. So
okay,
I cast that, and there is this grey mastiff there, and I load the box onto the back of that.
Holy shit! When did you get? What? Who is this guy? Who is this little fella?
1 second.
Surely
This
you
needs
can
fucking
load a
fact
box
checking.
onto it.
It took 2 of you to
Strap it
carry
to the
it.
back.
Yeah, I'm not doubting you can put
Right.
a
Well,
box
if
on
it
its
doesn't,
back,
then
Garrick.
I'll do a war horse.
My
But I think
concern
it's
is it
funnier
gets
with the mastiff.
It is an ethereal. It's a
I
spiritual.
can do
animal,
a
isn't
war
it?
horse. So like I said, if it's
Does it
that,
go with
then-
its stats or not? This is more for future reference as well.
Right.
I know it's just like a spirity creature, isn't it? But does it say it has its
If it could
stats?
carry Solidus, it could.
Loyal steed, long-lasting bond.
Big gay
Steed
barbarian.
takes the form of a warhorse, pony, camel, elk, or mastiff.
Hey,
Your GM might
I wasn't
allow
that
other
big.
animals to be summoned as steeds.
But you were definitely that gay.
So I could
I
change
was
the animal
that
if you
gay.
allow.
I think it should be a pig.
Warthog.
Say
No,
for
the
argument's
steed
sake.
has the statistics of the chosen form, though it is celestial, fae, or fiend. Your choice instead of its normal type.
Yeah.
Additionally, if your steed has an intelligence of 5 or less, its intelligence becomes 6 and it gains the ability to understand one language of your choice that you speak.
Oh, nice. Yeah. So a dog is less. So it's an
I don't know whether I
intelligence.
want a dog now.
It's up to you. You
I
can
need
choose.
to think on this.
We'll say you can put the box on. Or you can at least drag it behind. and a little
Okay,
curry.
it's basically from the conversation onwards. It is a funny animal. It's not a normal animal, but we don't know quite what it is yet. I will decide when
Whatever
I've
it is,
decided.
it'll be hilarious.
You best come up with a
Deal for
really
now.
good name for
I mean,
it
I'm
as well.
thinking just goat. I'm thinking a
Can you only
decent
pick
size
one?
goat.
That's it, and it's that picked
No,
forever.
you
is
can
that what you're saying?
I
change.
think it is.
You
Or
can
can
change
you?
it. Yeah, every time you
It
summon
says
it.
you form a long-lasting bond with it.
Yeah.
Or does it just change every day you use it, but it's the same animal?
Well, it doesn't last forever.
Yeah,
You have-
you just get rid of it or it dies.
So when you
I think it just means you don't just create a wild animal; you create an animal that you have a bond with.
yeah, you
Okay, but
it's
the animal
like
can change
it's
its
like
shape 'cause
find
it's fatal
familiar.
thing.
You can like change what you want it to be.
Yeah. Okay. So you
Alright.
create a dog.
So at the moment it's a big goat.
Oh.
It's a big goat. Okay, it's
Yeah.
changed.
One of
Good.
those big Highland goats.
So you create a hench Highland goat, and you're just strapping the box to the back of it.
Yeah.
I'll say the goat sort of grunts slightly under the weight. However, it slowly moves forwards.
It's like the ones if you've watched Thor: Love and Thunder.
Yes.
So it's, one,
that's-
it's just a big screaming one. So it's just going, "Ah!"
That's what I was picturing.
Okay. You go into the Saltmarsh estate.
Yeah.
You get a few odd looks. A party that people know now with a random goat carrying a box, but most people just bid you good day, ask where you've been, ask if everyone's all right. The town's glad to have you back. You're resident heroes currently. So, and I think the festival as well has helped elevate that around the town. You now have a good reputation and status here. So you make your way round to the Solmer estate. The twin wings coming off the central thing in. As you get there, the guards greet you at the gate and bring you down. Anders meets you. You have returned. Everyone's here, and he quickly looks over. No losses.
Huh,
No,
Did you-
not quite.
Do you, ex-
not to our
do you
side.
expect one of us would get lost? Or not make the
No,
journey?
but you never know with these things.
Inside check.
Yeah. Okay.
I always forget to do that.
Yeah, so
7.
do I.
7.
I don't
yeah,
trust
that's-
anyone.
Telling,
That's all I'm ever thinking.
he's telling the truth. Appears to be no weird body language or sketchiness.
Alright,
So.
I'm watching you, Anders.
Please, come in. The prince is waiting.
Have you got some guys to carry the box? I don't think the goat should come in.
He sort of looks over and sees the skate. He's like, yeah, that. And he sort of clicks behind him, and two guards come forward and lift the box off this goat.
God, it just doesn't stop shitting.
Aye, good girl, good girl.
It's not a boot. Fucking hell.
He brings you in and leads you to one of the main reception rooms of the house. The room itself is grand. Purple drapes hang from the walls, and the room is dominated by a large marble fireplace, above which is a painting of the late Lady Solmort. Around the room are comfortable cushioned chairs and silver grey tones, and as the box is borne in by Anders' servant, it's placed in the centre of the room. Albrecht is there, same clothes as you saw him last time, but immediately as this box enters, his face lights up. You've done it. Is everyone okay? Oh, and the ship? Please, what happened?
Who's got? I've taken the journal off whoever had it and I threw it down. There's your captain's log. You have a look and read through it.
Picks it up and reads through, and you see his face, this ecstatic joy which was on it just sort of diminishes. Oh, good God. What happened here? What evil penetrated my crew? There's no one left.
Nah, a soul, and we are lucky to be back ourselves.
I didn't know.
Insight check. Only because I remember to do it. Ah. 9.
9.
9.
Yeah, he seems to be genuine. He looks physically upset about the loss of the crew, the risk involved. I presumed it would just be a wreck, and yes, there would be danger from the elements, but not this.
Not a fucking kraken.
And spiders. Lots.
Yeah, but mainly a
Lots.
fucking kraken.
Spiders.
The size
I
of 10 ships. Maybe.
I do not know where this ship has been the past 3 years, but seems to have delved in a darker path.
Tell me, Prince,
Yes.
what's in the box? And
Oh,
as
of
I ask him
course.
the question, oh, go on then. Well, as they ask him the question, I like side eye Picard. Oh man,
Right.
come on.
Oh, of course. Yes, your payment. Right. And he comes to the box. You can tell he's a bit shaken. He did genuinely expect this just to be a recovery mission, perhaps the risk of a sinking ship, or maybe bandits or pirates, but nothing to this extent. He bends down to the box and runs his hand over it.
Careful, you might get electrocuted.
He looks at you. You've tried to open it?
Yes,
No, what? No.
Why?
No.
because I nearly died retrieving it, and curiosity got the better of me.
You'll have to forgive
Well-
our friend. He's got some problems.
You're lucky. This box has been handed down in my family for generations. The magic on it is incredibly strong.
Why is it so damn heavy?
I don't know. Just always has been that way. Even when it's empty, it's heavy.
How
I-
really inconvenient.
Presume it's the warding.
That's a design flaw.
Anyway, Tildavaris. And as he says this, you see a seam seems to glow around the lid, and it starts from the center and goes shh around the sides. Hinges appear on the back, and the box opens. Inside, you
Might want
see
to oil those hinges.
inside you see bundles of paper, bundles of certificates, deeds, small bags of coin, just a treasure trove of paperwork and money. He looks over it as the box is open. Been a long time.
To the rock and roll.
This is my life work, and you have saved me to speak. Your payment, please. And he begins to dig through, and he pulls out a stack of papers. These are worth the amount. And this, and he pulls an extra one and puts it on top. This will take you to 13,000 gold, and I've discussed with Anders, he will be able to convert these into proper money for you unless you wish them as deeds.
Oh, damn. Well, I was going to ask for some extra, and so you've kind of beat me to it. That's very mighty kind of you.
I didn't know. And I wouldn't have sent you there had I known there was more risk.
I always believed you were a good soul. Didn't I say that, fellas?
Thank you.
Aye, Captain, you
Indeed.
did.
Indeed.
Listen. With this, I will be able to rebuild my empire, and you, all of you and your families, you will always be welcome. If you come to Gyrax or even the Southern Forest when I'm there. You are an honorary friend of the prince.
Thank you.
We will
Thank
we will
you.
pay a visit one day.
That's mighty kind of you.
And Anders says, did you want me to convert these, or do you want them as deeds?
I know, I think the gold would be nice. Don't think I have
Well, they're
any
like
need for
deeds
a
to
deed.
properties and stuff.
Yeah, so it's like land ownership, in the south.
Yeah, I don't suppose we
Money,
need
please.
any land at this point.
Unless you can buy me some
Very
plots
well.
of sea.
And he gives them to a servant who heads deeper into the house. Well, a toast. And he goes over.
Oh, I'm desperate for the toilet. Do you mind if I
What?
just pop out? Where's your bathroom?
Oh, it's just down the hall.
Thanks. And I go out.
Scarin will assist you. And the butler comes with you to show you the way. In the room, by the
Going
way,
here.
is Scarin the butler and also Verteg, the orc butler of Ulbrich.
You know the guy who left the room with the deeds?
Yeah.
Can I see where he went?
Make a perception check.
What's going on here?
15.
So as the layout of the house you're in, I'd say, sort of the east wing. That's the one on the left of the house as you come up. West wing, sorry. You're in the west wing, and the reception rooms are relatively close to this main front porch. Obviously, because they're the first port of call for guests, that sort of thing. As you come out, Skerin comes with you and directs you down to the hall towards the entrance, which is where the toilets are. However, you sort of peer past him, and you do see the person with the notes heading deeper into the house. But they just carry on down the corridor. You sort of turn a corner further down.
Yeah, you don't. I know the way to the toilet. You don't have to escort me. This is weird.
It's okay. I don't mind.
All
Please.
right.
Just down here.
All right.
The master is very impressed with you, you know.
Is he now? Well,
You are doing great things for Saltmarsh. You and
we're.
your friends.
Yeah, well, we're mighty capable.
Hmm.
Each of us brings something different to the table.
And each of you from different locations across the realm.
Indeed. Yeah. Where might you be from?
Oh, I have served the family for a long time. My home is here in Saltmarsh, and with Mr. Young Anders.
Tell me, is he a good man?
Oh, certainly, sir. He has learned from his mother, and he serves his town well.
All right.
Just across there. And he points you out a door to the back, and you see outside there's a row of outhouses, which are the communal toilet for the area. I'll wait right here for when you return.
I walk out.
He waits.
Is he just staring at me?
He's just sort of looking out the back door. He is watching you go to the toilet, yeah.
Dirty pisser.
Well, I mean, the toilet, sorry. The toilets are in a building. He's watching you go to that building. You see out the back of the complex there is 3 smaller buildings, and this, like, the main lavatory / wash block.
Oh, fuck.
For the rest of you in the room, while Ozzy is in the toilet, Anders offers which drinks you would like, pours you with rums, wine, spirits, whichever you choose, and conversation turns to Orbrek rebuilding his empire, which deeds are cash first, and there's given him advice on how the market has changed in the years. Just general conversation of business. Ozzy, you enter the small outhouse and find on one side is a long running water basin, almost like a horse trough, however, it's long and stretched. This is obviously for washing. There are towels hung over iron rails in front, only a couple, quite simple. On the opposite wall are small cubicles with wooden lavatory seats, which in the area, quite high class, you know. You swing the stall door shut and you're at peace.
Yeah, he goes to the toilet. Do I need to roll a dexterity?
If you hit.
No. Yeah, this butler's kind of fucked up what I wanted to do. Doesn't matter. I'll just go to the toilet and then head back.
He greets you as you come back.
You're
and
one
leads
step
you to
ahead of
room.
me, Paul.
Gotta be. He leads you back to the room. Just one thing, sir.
Yes?
Can the master rely on you and your friends?
Anders?
Yes.
As long as he remains an upstanding citizen and his
Sure he will.
interests are in the good of the people, then yes, I believe he will be able to rely on us.
As a person who has served his people all my life, I know a good man when I see one. And he sort of opens the door and lets you go for
Insight
it.
check.
Okay.
Natural 20! For 23.
Okay, 1 second.
Whispers.
Yeah, you can whispers. Whispers. That was the way that rolled then. It was like about to go past it to a 2 and then it just went it just fell
Nope.
on the nut, just went like nope.
I need to look this up because I rolled very similar. Just bear with me 2 seconds.
23 I got.
Yep. And it's general deception, isn't it?
I mean, don't give it away, but yeah.
Well, it's deception anyway, isn't it? If you want to
No,
add your
it's
stats.
deception or
Persuasion.
persuasion, yeah.
Oh, we're trying to tell the truth. Okay.
Well, no, I suppose
You-
it's not for insight, is it?
Yeah.
What's insight? I don't know how insight works. That's for
Yeah, 'cause you're either trying to deceive them or persuade them of the
It's not the truth.
Oh,
You,
right, yeah, it is, yeah.
as he opens the door for you and you pass, you lock eyes for a second. The look is deeper than a normal look. It's hard to describe. You've only ever looked at this person as Anders's butler. He's never really come into your mind as someone of importance. He just serves Anders. This small conversation on the way to the toilet, his attitude around you, and this look. I'm not sure. Hard to say. You can't quite put your finger on it. You enter the room and you're handed a drink, Anders.
Well, your butler was very kind to escort me all that way. He even shook it for me afterwards.
You see Scarin just nod to Anders, and Anders... Ozzy,
Yes?
you've just been through life and death situation, and still you crack a joke.
That's what I'm all about.
Will you write a song about this one?
You know what? I think I will. I think I
look
will.
forward to hearing it.
You should call it Phil McCracken.
I don't get it.
Ha ha ha. Yes. Rather.
I mean, I still feel like, we don't want to understate the whole beaver fever saga. Like, I feel like that's still got some mileage, but Kraken, well, yeah, that's worthy of a special song, a legendary
Indeed.
tale.
Albrecht drinks his drink. A toast to the Mister Man for sorting my life back on track.
To the Mr. Man.
You'll always be
Mr.
friends.
Man. Oh, we had to
To
finish.
Prince Albrecht Dralian.
But mostly the Mr. Man. Yeah.
Well, I must prepare. Myself and my household will leave tomorrow. Must get back to Gygrax. Business. Business. And to honor those that were lost. Feel a statue.
Of me? You're too kind. I don't know if that's necessary, but I'll gladly accept.
Well, we'll see. You'll see it when you come.
Yes,
Do come, please.
I would love to come
Well,
and see the
I
statue.
bid you adieu. Thank you once again. And he comes and grasps each of your hand. Just instills his praise to you. After a short time, the assistant, the servant of Anders, comes back, and they have the 13,000 gold in several large pouches. Anders says, "Do you like an escort back to your abode this evening?"
No,
Or
we
will
should
you-
be fine.
Yes, the walls of Saltmarsh are strong.
Yes, we are the Mr. Men after all.
Are you worried that people are
Yes.
going to jump us and steal our money?
No, it's just
We have
a gesture, I guess.
we have a solution for that. Don't worry.
Well, I look forward to seeing you at the next meeting. And perhaps if anything else like this comes up, I can ask you.
You'll always
Aye.
know where to find us.
Indeed.
He was a good family friend, and I'm pleased for him. Well, thank you again, and enjoy your spoils, I guess.
That we will, Anders. That we will.
And at that, he leaves you to leave his house and get escorted out. And
The guy, the butler guy.
Hmm.
As we're leaving, can I just say, do you ever leave the grounds at all? Ever go for a drink anywhere in town?
I occasionally head to the empty net.
Maybe see you around then.
But my downtime is few and far between.
All right.
I have the young master to look after.
Bet you do. Bet you do. See you around.
I'm sure you will.
I'm sure you will.
I'm sure you will.
I'm fucking sure you
Okay,
will.
we're leaving. Okay, this is getting awkward. As I drag you out, I'm like, really? Are you coming on to him too now?
Look, the man touched my penis. What do you expect?
What?
Why?
What? What happened?
It was a very
Shook it
intimate
for him after he
escort.
went to the bathroom.
Thought it was a joke.
When have I ever told a joke the whole time you've known me?
I mean, your life's pretty funny, but
Hey,
So as you walk back into the Saltmarsh streets, the sea air catching the wind, your pockets full.
oh, as we leave, I would suggest to Styles to put the money in the bag of holding.
Yeah. Do you want to distribute it between yourselves, or are you putting it all into one?
I mean, yeah, we distribute, I suppose, but it was just more of a
Yeah.
role play aspect for
ain't
flavour,
nobody stealing my shit.
so no one stole
So
it.
how much is it each?
3,250.
Nice.
Jesus.
I want that. Yes. Oh,
Nice.
buy me some things.
We are.
Flush.
I'll tell you what, it's a good job there's
So
not
is
a
it
strip club
daytime?
in town because I would be skint.
I've been checking. I've been looking through, and I checked. I'm looking at the weights. At the moment, let me just change it. Word it. Now
Well, I'm
each
at
of us are carrying 36
£216.
kilos in money alone.
Nice.
I think we turn coin weight off. You can turn coin weight off, for
I see.
argument's sake. In the realm of roleplay, we'll presume that you store it in a safe place and take
Oh,
out the
yeah.
money that you need.
No, it says ignore coin weight.
Yeah,
Yes, we'll do that.
otherwise you're going to be over encumbered a lot.
Yes, that's where it carried has dropped dramatically.
Is
then.
it daytime, I take it? Are we going to Sandros?
Yeah, I'd say it's mid-afternoon.
Or shall I nip to the forge first?
It's on the way.
Where would you wish to go?
Yeah, if it's on the way, I'd have obviously.
I'd say if you're
pop in.
doing, you can either do one or the other today. Like, or the others can go to Senderos because it's
Yeah,
sort
we'll
of
do
mid-afternoon.
Sandros. And then, yeah, I can always see them on the evening and have a
Okay.
drink with them or whatever.
So you head across the Sharkfin Bridge, the other side of town, and to the faithful quartermaster of Ayus, Captain Xanderos.
Ah.
Again, she sits behind the desk and greets you fondly as you enter. Ah, the traveller's return. Good fortune to you.
We're still alive,
very,
so,
very good.
So that's good.
Where did you go? You've been gone a long time.
Out on the sea, fighting the Kraken. You know, as you do.
Kraken.
Aye.
A motherfucking kraken.
They are rare creatures.
You seen one?
Did you get any parts?
Oh no, didn't have time for that. We were
A
kind
Kraken's
of.
beak is a very interesting item. Well,
We'll just say the Kraken may have won this encounter.
Well,
But next
it was
time,
more of a stalemate. I mean, we kind of called it a draw and went our separate ways.
I'm looking forward to the day we hunt the Kraken.
Hug
Now
it.
No, hunt. Hunt
like your enthusiasm.
Kraken.
Who's a cunt?
What? Don't call me that. How dare you come?
Well, I have 2 of your items in stock.
Oh.
I believe it's been the time.
Tell me you got the guitar.
And no, Ozian. I said this will take time.
I know, but you might have had a good week. I don't know.
That would be
Good week.
an amazing week.
Yeah, for me.
Well, shall we? And she ushers you through to the room. So, I have the 2 items that we discussed last time. The bag of tricks and the bag of beans. And she moves into the back and heads through the solid door at the back for a short time and comes back and brings them to the table. Are you still interested in these?
Definitely the tricks. I'm not 100% on the beans.
You It seem interesting. The person I got them off said One time he made a pyramid. So,
What?
Out of beans? That must have taken a hell of a long time.
No, it's pretty quick. How much are they both again? 300.
I believe that was what we said. I'm just checking my records.
Is anyone interested in the beans?
What do the beans do? What is their advertised?
Lots of things.
They do lots
It's
of
D100 effect, and there's like random shit.
Okay.
Geysers that erupt. Treants.
The beans, they were slightly harder to acquire. They are coming in around 2,500 gold. The tricks, they were 300, yes.
I will take the tricks, please.
Very well. And
I like the sound of beans, but not for that money. We just made that money.
Yeah.
But, Mr. Packard, what are you going to use your money for? Eat, you
Impro-
don't sleep. You may as well buy something that brings you enjoyment.
Oh, Mr. Styles, the only thing that brings me joy is improving the Sea Ghost, making it the most competent and deadly vessel of the sea.
And you
So my
don't
money
think
will
a
be.
pyramid would help?
He contemplates a pyramid for a moment, and
Or
then
a statue that talks about you.
what if it says mean things?
It definitely does.
Oh god!
It makes everyone your enemy and tells them to hunt you down and kill you.
Oh my! Oh my! So no, I'm going to focus my finances on the ship and ship improvements. That is what my money shall be spent on, not frivolous beans.
Oh, so you will be buying my forge. That sounds great.
I would invest in the forge, yes. Buying
Right,
it
well,
sounds like a
I'll
very
probably be
committed.
making it. I'll be making it, but I'll need materials and
Well, I'll
the
invest.
cost.
You'll need the forge for the upkeep on the ballistas.
Aye.
Exactly. It all serves the greater good.
Joys of being captain here, Mr. Packard.
Oh, indeed, and what a joy it is to be captain. I wish only for my friends to know the joy that I feel being
Sorry
captain.
about this, Sanderos. We've got a bit off
it is
track.
okay. It is okay. I am on your money. You have my time.
Aye, here is
Now,
300
thank you.
for the tricks.
And the bag. This other one I'm sure will sell. It seems a nice party trick, perhaps.
Aye.
Well, a drink?
Oh,
Thank you.
do you have
Are
anything?
you also still looking for my shield?
Yes. I still have the other items that we have discussed. They are still being searched for. I believe the braces are due in around a week now.
Excellent. How much were there? Were there 300 as well?
I would have to check when they come in. I do not have that record with me right now.
It's just this inflation. We get money and the prices go up to match the amount of money we have.
Unfortunately, that is the way of the world. As for new stock, I have been a little short this week. I have nothing new to show you.
Ah,
However, hopefully, a week, 2 weeks, we will have more things in.
I might have a request.
Yes?
I know obviously I've sent you on a wild goose chase trying to find this magical guitar. However, I'd love it if there was like something like a cloak of, that would protect me. Like a cloak of protection.
Cloak of protection. Interesting.
Or something along that ilk.
And the price range you were looking for?
Well, whatever.
Whatever.
I believe we may have had something like that in before. Let me just look.
I am looking at the cloak of protection.
Yep.
But I don't know if there's different ones. I
Well,
don't
there'll
know.
be levels of it, so like it's the 300, 2,500, whatever that.
Yeah, I'm just
10,000
finding out how
whatever
much it
was,
is.
depending on the rarity level.
Common. This. It's not too rare to find, I believe.
Or a ring of
Should.
protection. They do the same thing, apparently.
Okay. Let me just look up the ring. At this point, she's looking for a large ledger,
She wants to
aka
get the
D&D Beyond.
yeah. She wants to get the D&D Beyond. It's a lot quicker than flicking through a book. I do like the idea of a ring.
Yeah, you can get cloak
Yeah,
of
Have
there's
you
protection.
got
lots of
Ring of
different
Protection
rings.
up?
I've got
What,
cloak of protection up, ring of protection as well.
Have you got the ring up?
I can do, yeah.
Yeah. What rarity is it?
The ring is rare, and the cloak of protection
Okay.
is
It's uncommon. I
uncommon.
got that one. So the ring, looking at other rings we've had, there's often more work involved, more precious materials. That one is more expensive, 2,500. But the cloak is the cheaper option. Which would you like me to search for?
How much is the cheaper option?
300 gold
I would love you to find that
for the
cloak.
cloak. And then that will be something we work on.
Thank you.
Please give us some time, perhaps 3 to 4 weeks.
Bloody hell.
Business has been
Bloody
poor
hell.
recently,
Tell me, where do you get
Oh.
these items from?
all over the realm. Power of Ayuz stretches far and wide. I believe you saw one of our men the other evening.
Yeah, sorry.
Well, some time ago now.
Yeah, we did, yeah.
I'm sorry if he seemed a little off.
Seemed a little rude.
It's a long journey.
You seemed in a
If
rush.
he knew you were in relation to me, he probably would have been slightly warmer.
Sorry, can I just pick you up on something you just said?
Hmm.
The power of Ayus spreads
Yes.
far and wide.
Yes.
What do you mean by that?
Ayuz in our kingdom. What is your history like?
What is my history like? Well, I don't
Are you old enough to remember the Great Wars? Have you heard tales of them?
Well, my good friend Scarrick here fought in those wars. Am I old enough to?
You will know them one.
Was I around when the wars were going on?
I don't
No.
think so. It's a long time ago.
Um,
Well, conversation and history, I have understood. There was always a reputation. Ayuz is evil, you could say.
you could.
However, the kingdom once ruled by him is different now. After the war, other people took over territories. It is now more controlled. Yes, there are still areas that are inhospitable. There are still places you would not want to go. However, on a whole, Kioland and Ayuz and other places in the realm, we are allied.
I spit on the ground and walk out.
Your friend, where is he from?
James
Anybody?
Frozen.
Sorry, were you talking to me?
Una.
You are the
the
people
best.
left in the room. Where is your friend from?
Which friend?
Well, Scarrick knows Ozzy the best here, and I pat you on the back.
He hasn't told me, has he? Because he was an orphan.
I was
wasn't
an
he?
orphan, yeah. it's speculated down from I use because I'm a tiefling, but I was an orphan, yeah.
Well, I use. We think.
Please tell him I forgive him for his outburst. I understand resentment runs in generations, but he must know it is different now. There is order in the chaos. I would not be
Aye.
based in Kioland if our choices were not aligned.
Aye. Order and chaos. I like that.
Well, I must get back to business. I will work on the things you requested, and should you wish to return for my service again, I will let you know when I have new things in. And take Ozzy his drink.
Thank you. We'll see you again.
As
Yes.
as we walk out, I've left something, and I'm gonna nip back in to speak to her in private.
Okay.
Ooh.
Captain,
You see her sort of folding the book up and... Oh, yes.
excuse me, just a quick one. I'm having a run of bad luck at the moment with my stealthy abilities.
Right.
Is there any items you know that could increase this?
You
I've been a
see...
bit clumsy of late.
You see a smile come across her face. Your attire, your small daggers, and that sort of thing lead most people to understand your sort of expertise. I will find something for you, and I will do it half price.
Thank you. If we could
Wow.
keep
Feel
this between
sorry
ourselves.
for you.
Yes, I understand. I have met many
thank you.
people who have had performance issues.
Brilliant.
Hey, and she like stands up and puts a hand on his shoulder. It will be okay. You will do well. Now go.
Brilliant. That was good.
Brilliant.
Where did they find you, Ozzy, when you leave?
I'm not there. So
Just gone.
yeah.
He'll
So
have
the rest
gone
of you
to
walk
the,
out the quartermasters.
Yeah, and what's the pub opposite? It's probably gone in there. The empty
That's
net.
the empty net.
What's the pub that's next to her place? Isn't it the rough one?
This one,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's the
Oh,
empty
that's the
net.
internet. Okay.
Yeah. I think it is. What's the other one called?
Snapping
There's
line.
some snapping
Snapping
line.
line and the wicker basket. Yeah.
What's the wicker basket?
The
I think
wicker
it's
basket
miles out or something, is it?
is the pub near the main gate. It's
Oh,
where the
yeah.
guards drink and the
Yeah.
dwarves. You haven't visited that one yet.
Come on, Scarrick, let's see if we can find him in the empty net.
Aye, let's try in there. So we'll go into that.
Just bear with me. Since you like the establishment so much, let's go to the empty net, baby. Let's get you
Nope,
on
he's not here. Let's leave.
it.
Did we get thrown out last time?
Someone got
No.
thrown out through a window.
Yeah.
Oh, you were fighting,
We
weren't you,
threw
or
someone
something?
out.
Yeah, I threw someone out, didn't I?
Yeah,
Oh, I love it.
you won the battle.
Look at that.
Nice, isn't it? So
Oh, yeah.
Where?
you free empty the empty net, enter the empty net. At this point, it's beginning to people are kind of returning to the shifts. People are starting to file in. Some people are eating. Some people are just straight on the drink. Crab even is behind the bar.
Crab.
Crab. The rough looking barkeep. He sees you as you come in. Are you in there or is he at the bar?
I'm at the bar. Yeah, like
So he
drinking.
serves you drink, and then as the others come in, he says to you, Looks like your friends are here.
And I'll just ask for like two more and like gesture to put another one down for Audley.
Slides them across.
I'll just cheers it with
I
him
just
silently.
So I reach over and there's not one there, so I'll get my own. I'll have one, please.
We're having a moment here. Hold on.
He slides another one down.
And I'll go stand next to Picard then near the door.
Are you alright, Audley?
You two find yourself a table.
What? Yeah. Yeah, I'm fine. Just fancy to drink.
Aye.
Um,
I get that. Sometimes it's hard to talk about it. I understand.
there's nothing to talk about. One thing I do know though, that Xandros, she's a liar.
In what way?
Ios is a terrible place. You know. You must know more than anyone.
I don't know. War makes you hate a people, a place, but it's not necessarily true.
Death makes you hate a place. Murder
Aye.
makes you hate a place. See,
Aye.
like my hand shaking on the cask.
But it's not the place, is it though?
The people in the place, it's all the same. It's not a nice place. She's a liar. I'm not even sure if we can trust these magical items that she's bringing back.
I think you're possibly a bit too set in your ways in this, you know? I think Ayus deserves a chance. There's people who are horrible everywhere. It's not just...
It's already had its fucking chance. I gave it a fucking chance.
Look, lad, I think you need to possibly reconsider here. There's something you need to confront, I think, there. They'll do you good. And if not, you kick the shit out of anyone who talks to you funny.
I look you like dead in the eyes and say, when I find those people that did what they did, I will not be held responsible for the things I do to them. I will do more
Ozzy.
than just hit them.
Ozzy, you won't. They'll already be dead. By my warhammer. Don't you worry.
I like put my arms around you and pull you in and and hug you.
From the perspective of the other two, you see the conversation get heated. Everyone in the pub sort of hears when Ozzy shouts, and a few people turn. But immediately just go back to drinking. This is a pub where behaviour like that isn't out of the norm. And then you see him hug.
I pull away. I like see me wiping a few tears. Yeah, I'm sorry for embarrassing everybody back there.
I don't think you're embarrassed to anyone.
Barkeep, another couple of drinks for my friends. Styles, Piker, what you doing over there? Come on, let's have a drink.
He looks down. Well, I think you're probably going to need this. And he just puts a bottle on the side, half covered in dust. You crack it open, you smell strong, dark rum. He looks to you, Scarrick.
Aye. How much?
We'll say for the evening's drinks and everything, 1 gold piece will be.
I'll flick him a gold, begrudgingly.
Yeah. He
Freaking-
sort of like gives you a wink.
Mr. Picard, are you wearing your helmet of telepathy?
No, it doesn't go with this jacket because it just looks like a big gold brain.
Doesn't go with his walking around in public attire.
What does it look like, actually?
It's like a big weird, like
It's absolutely
Yeah.
mental,
Yeah,
mate.
we have
You thought
seen it.
James's fish helmet was mental. Like,
it's all
it looks like Megamind. Is it Megamind,
Yeah.
Megabrain?
Yeah.
yeah. Very
Sort of
brainy.
Big jewel over one of the eyes.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
right.
It's not one of your casual walking around town helmets.
Hello.
I'm not reading your mind.
Excuse me, sir. Is there anything odd about that helmet? No,
No.
just perfectly normal. No, just a normal helmet.
Well,
My
I
brain!
didn't say that out loud. I actually thought it. Shit. Fucking got me there.
I feel like we're just making a D&D comic strip. So, you settle in for the evening to drink. People come and go throughout the pub. A few scraps happen early on. After you talk over the situation of the past few weeks, the change, the bond you formed. Again, only a month or so ago, you were four strangers together, 2 of you friends, but the others just didn't even know each other. Now you've saved each other's lives countless times. And that forms a deep bond.
I lost you there for a second.
I said, you've formed deep bonds over the past month, starting off as strangers and then saving each other multiple times. So you drink and you enjoy. Later on in the evening, as the night draws on, you feel a tap on your shoulder, Ozzy. Are you both sat at a bar or have you moved to a table at this point?
I probably would have sat at the table.
Yeah.
Yeah. So say, yeah, you all move around the table. And
Fuck you, I'm sitting here.
you feel a tap on your shoulder. And as you sort of look up, a figure's there. Large black cloak concealing his body underneath. Long dark hair that seems to drape over his face. Come with me.
Who are you?
His sort of eyes towards the toilet.
Oh. It's that kind of
My
encounter.
name's Larkin. I heard you earlier at the bar. Got something that might help?
All right. Does anyone else notice this, or is he doing?
Yeah, he's like saying it to the table.
Oh,
but
okay,
he's just
sorry.
addressing you.
Okay.
Oh.
It's not
Look,
like secret.
Mr. Larkin, we will not meet you in the toilets for a sexual encounter.
Hey, keep it down. Fucking hell.
Hey, Packard.
I don't know what
Packard.
sex you're selling here, but I don't want it.
Packard.
It's not bloody sex.
You don't need your helm of telepathy to know that I am always up for some sexy bathroom time. Right behind
Fine.
you, Mr. Larkin.
Here's 10 gold. Give him a workaround.
He leads you across and sort of just... He opens some of the cubicles, peeks over, checks there's no one in.
Did you bring a key?
You could do with something like this. And he opens his jacket, and inside, stitched in various different pockets, are small pouches, leather pouches, each one with different symbols on. How about something to take the edge off?
All right.
What you got?
What you got? You're not here.
I thought we were all in there.
No, we had no.
Yeah, he took me.
That'd be-
Get out of my head, damn it!
It's all squeezed into the cubicle, boys.
Fuck's sake.
I've got 3 options. I got a sort of downer, something to help you sleep. I got a bit of an upper, something to help you sort of like, have a good time.
Aye,
And I got a bit of a random one as well.
I'll take the lot.
Top hat.
Take the lot.
And he pulls out, oh, the lot. Oh, jeez, right.
You
You
caught
sort of,
you caught me at a good time. I'll take the lot.
hey, I saw you play at the festival. Man can't write them tunes without some of this.
You can, but
You've done this before, haven't you?
yeah.
Have you heard of Shadowfell Sage?
Yeah, it's my favourite.
That's the downer.
I know.
This is called Patch. And this one's called Top Hat. This one will be a laugh. Take your mind off things. Since you're buying the lot, 6 silver. I've knocked a silver off for the other one. That's on the house.
Look, here's 10.
Bloody hell.
And you know where to find me if I need more.
Yeah. Yeah, you're on the ship, aren't you?
I am.
Yeah. Well, I won't tell you where I live because obviously, business and stuff like that. But just ask around.
That's fine. I'll find you.
Larkin Smith.
Larkin Smith. Just keep it between us.
That's not my real last name.
I figured.
Yeah, business.
All right, I figured.
I don't think anyone's called Smith.
I've not met anyone called Smith actually.
Yeah.
You'd think it'd be quite a common
Anyway.
name, but
Nah.
nah.
Enjoy. And with that, he sort of wraps his cape around, puts the money back in, and leaves. You guys see him come out the toilet first.
I return back to the table.
Really?
Mr. Ozzy, what was that encounter about?
First the butler and now him?
Tell you honestly,
Did he show you a good time?
all the good,
This is the new beaver.
all the good things happen in the toilets.
I see.
He just had some information. That's all.
Regarding?
Just Ives. Yeah.
I use.
Yeah.
I see. Good. Good. As long as it's all above board and he didn't make your balls fizz, then...
Oh, he did.
Oh.
I'll do an insight check.
Oh, you bloody got him.
Oh, you bloody got him. Oh, you got me. Do I need to roll deception? Fucking hell, my deception's really high. It's +7. 19.
Oh, yeah, you beat me then.
Damn.
Right. More drinks.
Hey, more drinks.
Throughout the evening, as soon as you signal, the barkeep brings repeated bottles. A little later on, was there anything, are you going to take anything, or are you just keeping them on yourself for now?
I would take the downer.
The downer.
Yeah.
Okay. So, the Shadow Sage, do you want to make a Arcana check first?
Sure.
Or are you just going for it? Would it be Arcana or like medicine? Medicine, make a medicine check.
19.
Okay. So, the Shadow Sage, when you open the small cotton pouch, which it's been given to you in, is a pitch black root that you seem to think that you'd chew it. Did you get a 19?
Mm-hmm.
You've seen things like this before. You think that when you take this, you're going to be out for the count.
Oh, okay.
Like, it's a downer as in asleep.
Oh, okay, right, okay.
Mhm.
Oh, I don't take it.
You, I'd say you look through all of them with this.
Play card.
You look at the patch, the second one. This is like a small compound, something crushed really tightly into almost like a tablet. Just from like touch on the tip of your tongue, and you just get a little bit of a spark. This was advertised as the upper, and the final one, another, almost like a piece of parchment, cut into the shape of a top hat with what appears to be an ink on it. You'd presume you'd just pop this one on your tongue. This one, it just sparks an interesting feeling.
Role-playing drugs. How about it? Who would have thunk it? Well, I don't... What does he do?
He doesn't have to do any. Just keep
No, I know he doesn't. But I'm just trying to figure out what mood he's in. Depends how jovial we get. Like we keep
as you're
drinking.
working on that,
Yeah, you tell me what happens next.
conversation's happening, and
I'll send a text to Gavin and Davin. I'll just wake up at one point and be like, Davin, Gavin, shit, I forgot about them. Oh, I'll see him tomorrow.
as you chat and talk throughout the evening, people come, people go. Who's got the highest perception? It'd probably be you, Ozzy, wouldn't it?
Passive perception, 16.
Yeah. Everyone else will have gone up, but they're not as high as you. You, late on in the evening, around 10 o'clock, you notice a halfling man pushing through the crowds, ducking under the scraps that happen near the front. He's wearing simple clothes, large, riding boots. But as you look down his sleeve, he appears to have no hands. He walks up to the bar, sort of hops onto the stool, signals for the barkeep, and you see the barkeep pass him a drink. You're intrigued. You watch him. And as you watch him, he picks up a cup. However, the cup appears to float in front of him. Takes a sip, puts it back down.
Piker,
Amazing.
Piker,
Yes.
look at this guy.
Hmm.
Can you see any hands? Can anyone see any hands?
It appears he is
be
lacking
a
hands.
Like you, like he's got like ghost hands.
I don't think it's quite like me. I think he has invisible hands.
You look across, and after a few sips of his drink, you see one of his sleeves roll up higher. And as it rolls up, there's just nothing there. It's just rolling up thin air with nothing rolling up.
Yep.
The cup then floats further in front of him, but still goes to his mouth.
Did his sleeves appear solid, like there was arms under there, like they are invisible, sort of thing?
Yeah.
They weren't just floppy.
No. They weren't baggy sleeves like he'd been an amputee or anything.
Should speak to him.
Aye, we should definitely
Wait.
talk to that guy.
I will. And I click my fingers and turn invisible.
Could be quite a stealthy, sneaky.
I whisper in Styles' ear. Yeah, I bet you wish you could do this.
And I just nudge towards his crotch,
Oh,
in the direction of where it came from the noise.
Make an attack roll. Unarmed strike.
with disadvantage because I'm invisible.
Disadvantage because he's invisible. Non-lethal, I presume.
First one was 20, 13. The lowest.
We don't need to worry, it's styled.
Wow.
Says the
Paul was
fucking
like,
dwarf.
non-lethal, don't worry about that.
You miss.
Fatality.
Slow Styles.
You just brush the tip.
Don't fuck with dwarfs.
I walk over to to where he's sat.
So it's a bit of a jolt. The pub's now quite bustling, and there's people like. It's the empty net. There's people getting pushed and shoved, people falling off stools. You sort of step over, not bumping into anyone, and you get behind this
And
chap.
I've taken my flask with me as well.
Okay.
My
So there's
flagon.
floating flask.
And I like.
There's a few as you're floating this flagon across. There's an old man just sat at one of the tables, and you sort of like just watches it float by.
And I like go next to him, and I like slowly sort of like float it down and put it next to him, and I sort of whisper in his direction, "That's a neat trick. I can do it too."
Oh, who's that? Who's there?
I like appear around, like visible, and I'm naked. I'm not ready.
He sees you and he's like, "Oh, you can turn back."
I can. Why can't you?
And you see the cup float up to his mouth. I'm Palwise, the Invisible Hands.
Palwise, the invisible hands.
How wow.
I'm shaking my hands, but you can't see. You see the cuffs just sort of like float in the air.
High five.
You feel a contact on your hand.
Ah, so they are there. Look, you see that guy over there? I point towards
Yeah.
Picard. He's got like a similar condition. It's like
Has he?
a ghost. Yeah, that like appears and disappears and shit. It's weird. Come on, let me introduce you to
Oh.
our friends. Like,
Is that okay?
yeah,
Oh, all right.
we're an assortment of freaks and geeks over here.
He jumps down and you see the cup float along next to him.
Mhm.
Is he small?
He's a halfling.
What's his name? Pallywise.
He comes across. Palwise.
Palwise.
Oh, hi. I'm Palwise. The Invisible Hands. I'm shaking him.
I say, Mr.
He's
Ozzy,
tossing me off as we speak.
why have you brought this small deformed child before us?
Hey, I resent that.
By
We're a
God.
proud race, halflings.
By God, you've really hurt Scary.
That really went down. That was so rude, Mr. Picard.
It's so
Don't-
rude.
Oh, wow.
This is
Listen.
This guy's a halfling.
I see.
Yeah.
You've seen halflings before, right?
I would say he's even less than a halfling, seeing as he's minus his hands, probably more like a quarterling.
All right, I'm really
Hey, they're
sorry.
still here.
I'm really sorry for
He's
bringing
And
you
at
over.
this-
like you.
I thought my
At
friends
this, he
would be.
knocks something off the table. They're still here.
I,
They're
thought,
just
Ah.
invisible.
I thought my
And
friend.
how has this happened,
Aye.
little fella?
Aye.
Picard bends down like real condescendingly. My little good man, and
Oh.
how have you come about these invisible digits?
You feel a crack across your face as this
Oh.
invisible hand hits you.
You tiny bastard!
Yeah. Yeah, it's good for that.
Picard,
You asked
enough
for
with
that,
the
Mr. Picard.
enough with the small jokes.
I'm blocking, but you can't tell. Listen. Show me yours. He said that you got a funny arm too.
Did he now?
Yeah, it's
Did he
fucking
now?
hilarious.
Sort of looks to him like, yeah.
Okay, hang on. So Picard extends his arm.
Inflict wounds.
And he plops it out and he pops it on the halfling's head. The sleeve has fallen away. It's all ghost arm now. And he
What are you doing, Picard? Picard?
and he casts
Picard?
vampiric touch on the halfling.
And what does that do, by God?
Well, it was a 10, so it might have missed, but it would target takes 3d6 necrotic damage, and
Jesus
I regain hit
Christ.
points equal to half the amount of damage.
Can I just ask? This spell you're casting, what does it? What do you have to do? Is it like semantic? Do you have to like speak words? Like
Let's have a look.
It'll have a VS and M next to it if it's got anything. Visual, semantic, and
Yeah, so
material.
it's visual and semantic. The
Yeah, as,
So
so
Yeah,
as you start chanting the words when you place the hand on his head, I would push the halfling away and take
I would be diving
take
and
it
tackling
instead.
Picard. Like, no! Tackling Picard. Do we need to
Let's
make
leave
anything
this.
sort of
Let's leave this up to the dice. I need all three of you to roll initiative.
Initiative.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because whoever's first
Okay,
gets
I
to
see.
act first.
Oh,
Four.
16.
Oh, 23.
Oh, damn.
Right, so as
Okay.
Picard extends his hand and begins to chant, Ozzy manages to
I
react.
push him out of the way,
and
and I'd take. It does it to me instead. I would take it.
And
Instead.
then I tackle Picard.
Okay, you grab the hand, put it to your chest. What was it, a 10? So it
It was
misses.
10, yeah.
But Ozzy, it would have killed Palwise outright. Even on if you rolled 1 on every dice, he'd be dead.
Fucking hell.
He's a commoner. He has 4 hit
I
points.
know, that's what I was worried about. I was like, he's not got any armour, so of course it's going to
So-
fucking hurt him.
As Ozzy knocks you out of the way, you sort of lose your chant and the spell dissipates into the air. Shortly after this, Scarrick just barges into both of you, smashing you into the next table. The barkeep looks across at you. 1 more strike, lads, and I'm going to have to kick you out.
Hey, no problem, no
Oh,
problem. What
Jesus.
the fuck were you
Picard,
doing,
what
Picard?
the fuck, man? I brought.
Palwise just stands there like, I think I'm going to go now.
No, no,
Powers,
no, please,
I'm-
please, Powers.
I'm really
Powers,
sorry.
we're-
I'm blocking!
We can't tell them.
We can see that.
Are
We
you?
can, that's great, that's great.
I have to
But
tell
please,
you.
please tell me what the story is. We've got to know.
Powers, please. I'm really sorry, my friend. Packard, what the fuck, man?
Sit him far away from me. I'm
Aye,
pointing.
we will. Don't worry.
I'm
can't-
pointing at him.
I cast
You
blind.
better not be
fuck
swearing at me, little man.
I
We
cast.
will talk to you later.
I cast
Captain.
blindness on Picard.
Ah!
Picard,
My
you
vision-
need to roll a
Styles.
Constitution saving throw.
Okay. 17.
Oh, you pass it.
Ooh.
Come on,
Shots
Picard,
fired.
we'll go for a walk. And you come willingly if I.
Yes, of course. We're all friends here.
Are we?
Yes.
Are we sure?
So,
Has Picard actually been drinking this time?
as you two leave, Palwise comes and sits at the table.
I'm really sorry about that. I
Well,
thought
she
it
Before I
was
leave,
just...
I'll just say
I-
to Ozzy,
I
find out
don't
how he did
even
that to his
know.
hands.
I will.
What was he going to do to me?
I don't even. I think he was just going to make you purple or something.
He's
got,
just
like,
a bit of a
fun-
joke.
funny
He's a
thing.
bit of a
Yeah,
prankster.
Aye,
Oh, right.
Yeah, don't.
Well,
don't
I'm going to
we
have to get used to that.
aye, aye.
I'm travelling. That's why I'm in Saltmarsh. I'm going to voyage up and down the coast with my invisible arms. I'm waving them.
Aye,
I'm my local town. They just don't have room for me. There's no fun. Everyone knows my arms are invisible. They just it's a hindrance. I just want to make fame and fortune. Power-wise, the invisible hands.
Aye, good luck with that.
How did you? How did this
How did
happen?
it happen?
Oh, well, it's probably similar to your friend. I got a wish,
Right.
Okay.
and I wished to amaze women with my hands.
It's very vague. It's very vague. You gotta be careful
Why
with
did
them
you
wishes.
pick your
Yeah.
hands as well?
Yeah,
I
I
mean,
should-
it's a good job because then you'd have an invisible.
I sort of understand now that you have to be very, very specific.
Yeah.
if you have a wish, and because I mean, you've got to give it to him. Women and men are amazed. Just yeah, and that's what I meant. That is what I meant when I said it.
Is it now?
Yes.
Ha! I know a horny little
So-
devil when I see one.
What happened to your friend anyway? And you see one of the cups lift up from the table and go to his mouth.
We don't actually know that.
Maybe, whoa,
Oh,
He's,
maybe he
I mean-
wished for his arm to disappear
I
too,
mean, it's a possibility, but
along with
we
his
need
memory.
some sort of a mage, I guess, to look at that. But
Well-
didn't the guy from the church do that?
I don't think turning people purple is going to be a very good act for him.
Ha!
No.
Yeah.
Don't worry, he's got enough on his plate.
Are you guys travellers?
Can I have a look at your arms? Can I have a look at your hands? Can I hold them?
Yeah. And you feel the weight of
Cool.
2 hands in your thingy. Quite small hands.
I cast
Does that happen?
dispel magic.
Ooh, that's interesting.
Hmm.
Let me see what level wish is.
Oh, which is like level 9.
Yeah, so you'd have to roll. I think. I'm not sure. Let me just have a look at wish.
It might just be that only a wish spell can bring it back.
The mightiest spell a mortal creature can cast.
While this is happening, Mr. Picard,
Yeah,
what
go
was
on.
you thinking in there?
I wanted to teach that little bastard a lesson.
What
Did
have
you-
got
did you
against
see-
little people?
Did you see him? He bopped me on the noggin with his little freakish invisible hands.
You was being a little bit disrespectful to him. He didn't do anything to you. You did start it.
I did no such thing. He made it a physical fight. He wanted to impress me with his hands while I was going to impress him with mine. Show him what a man's hands can do. A real man. None of this half man stuff.
What would that? What would you? What were you trying to do to him? Just like knock him out, make him feel a bit ill?
Well, if I'm being entirely honest, I wanted to try something I've been practicing. I feel my powers are getting stronger, and I can actually absorb the life from others. And I just thought, just a little bit of life would do, and it would teach him a lesson. And it would be a good learning exercise for myself.
You need to be careful. We're doing well in this town. We're earning plenty of money. We're living a good lifestyle. You start killing randomers off, it'll get us in trouble. Finally got the council on our side. Everyone likes us.
We will just lie and say someone else did it.
Someone else did it. You did it in a pub full of people.
We will blame the beavers. They know there's a beaver problem now, so we can pin it on them.
Yes, but they don't attack people in pubs when you're holding them by the head.
I'm sure we could stage it somehow. Drop some beaver fur. Drop some beaver pelts at the scene.
We sold all the beaver pelts. Mr.
Yes.
Picard, you can't act on your impulses like that.
Yes, well, maybe he shouldn't have bopped me in the face.
Just stab someone in the foot next time. It's a lot easier.
Well, I'll remember that.
Oh dear. Come on.
So as you leave, dispel magic won't work because
I thought it might not.
after wish is cast, there's no longer any magic.
Right.
So there's no like effect. Wish creates the magic, does the thing, and then that's it.
Cool.
It's done. So you'd have to unwish it.
So I do cast it, but
You cast it, but
you just see like a glow emanate of my hand on his. Ooh. Wow. That's a strong wish. Tell me, how was you granted a wish? Where did you get that from?
yeah, it's a really good question. If only I remember. Well,
Wait,
You see, the thing is, I sort of just woke up with it one day.
I feel like the DM's really scraping the barrel with this one.
You know, like sometimes when you find something that maybe you
Aye.
shouldn't.
Yeah.
Curiosity, you could say.
Did you find like a genie lamp?
More like a rock.
A rock?
I thought it was quite normal, but it wasn't.
Did you-
Sometimes if we just wish hard enough, things happen, don't they?
No.
No.
Did you get any more wishes? Or just the one?
Just one. Otherwise, I would have tried again.
What would you have wished for?
To be able to impress women with my whole
No.
body.
Oh no, man, you're doing it wrong. You need to think about your words.
To
I would like
try
to
and
be
impress
able to use.
beautiful women with my whole body.
No, I would like to be able to use my hands to pleasure a woman. Oh, it's actually quite tricky, isn't it?
I hope you get a wish one day.
I hope I get a wish one day.
I hope we don't ever get a wish.
Rather me than
Ah,
pie
Sounds
card.
like a bad idea.
Imagine what that guy would wish for.
Well.
Scares me.
It's been lovely talking to you, but I do have to get going. I've got a ship to catch. I'll maybe see you on the coast.
Aye, maybe.
Yeah.
Right.
See you around, Palsy.
Bye then.
Palsy.
Are you waving?
I'm waving, by the way.
Okay, just checking. I didn't know.
Hey, your friend had a glove, right?
Yeah.
Aye.
I might get one of those.
Aye, pop down to the leather maker in town. She made it for him.
Oh, right.
Or you could just buy regular gloves.
Yeah, probably cheaper. Well, it's a pleasure meeting you.
Aye,
I'll be off.
You too. See you later.
You be careful
You
with
see him
them
sort of
women.
Bundle out the thingy, slightly tottering from the few drinks he's had.
I quickly check my person. He hasn't stolen anything, has he?
And you pat yourself down, you don't see anything gone.
Pie card
I don't think
reacts.
that would have occurred to his brain.
Pie card returns to the table.
Oh, hi.
That was
Cooled
quite
your head?
the outbreak there, Mr. Picard.
Is he gone?
Yeah, he's gone.
Good.
How did
Little troublemaker.
did he say how it happened?
Oh, he had a
I,
wish.
Found a wishing stone or something.
He had a wish.
Yeah.
Aye.
What, wish for invisible hands?
Long story. He wanted to pleasure women, but he went wrong.
You gotta be careful what you wish for. You have to word it
Yes,
really
yes.
carefully.
One, I had a wish once. I ended up with a 12-inch pianist.
Wow.
Oh, absolutely classic. So, the night continues on into the early morning.
Well, like quite drunk at this time. We should probably turn in.
Yeah.
I just wanted to say, I love you guys. I know it's only like been a month. Well, you used a bit longer, Scarrick actually, but the rest of you guys is like a month. You're almost like family.
Aye. I'll second that.
We're doing some good things. You're my friends. You're my friends. I like you guys.
Come on, let's get you back. Didn't one of you guys say you can walk on water? Did I hear the other day?
One of my other new abilities is an ability to walk on water. I will demonstrate.
Go
at
on,
the-
prove
at the
it.
Sea Ghost. Well,
You walk to the sea ghost.
I bloody will.
Ozzy, do you want to ride on my goat?
Yes. Yes, I fucking do. Please.
Sorry, Styles. I think two's pushing it.
Let me up.
Fine.
Can't dragging my leg up.
So, as Picard walks across the water, you two stumble on a goat. Styles, you walk behind, looking
Remarkably,
at your new friends.
I can actually cast it on 10 creatures.
Oh really?
Can you?
That's
Do it
that's
on
gonna
the
be
gut
like
too.
really handy when we're out at
Up
sea.
to 10 willing creatures you can see within range gain this ability for the duration.
Do it on
Holy
the gut.
shit, that's dead good.
Could you please do it to me so I can
We are
walk
never gonna
across so I
we are
don't have
never
to
gonna
walk
Yes.
drown.
around?
We are never gonna be able to
Come,
drown.
come with me, Mr. Styles, on a journey
Through time and
across the
space.
sea.
Atlantis!
Do we need to hold hands and skip
We do,
gaily across
yes.
the water?
Our
I'm,
hands must be held.
I'm riding the goat.
I'm just behind you, hugging you.
You make it back to the familiar deck.
Anyone
of the
like
Seaghost.
watching us right now?
What happens? The creature has to be willing to do it. What happens if halfway across the goat becomes unwilling?
It'll just drown.
Well, the gut follows my
Yeah.
kind of like.
The goat is Scarrick in goat form.
Don't do it, Scarrick. Don't do it.
You turn in for the evening on your faithful ship. Next morning, as day breaks, you awake, slightly worse for wear, maybe a little rough around the edges.
Oh my head
Well,
hurts.
As you
What a fun
Come
evening
up.
we all had.
I do enjoy our visits to the empty net. We always seem to have a good time in there.
as you come on deck
Aye.
and look out across the docks, you see a ship you didn't notice yesterday. It's a large red cargo ship with visible defences. A long string draped from its sails to its bow and its stern. Multicoloured flags flap in the morning wind. It stands out from the other ships. Scarrick, you'd probably recognise this the most. This is the Ruby of the Sea. A ship manned by Captain Vanna, and a ship that trades in precious stones and precious metals.
Mm.
It's been a while since you've seen it. Been a while.
Been a while.
It's been a while.
Oh wow, that's been a while since that ship's been here.
Do I recognise it?
It'll be hit or miss whether you've seen it. You may have seen it in the past, but you probably wouldn't have been interested. You'd never traded in. Well, it's up to you. If you think you'd be interested in jewelry purchase, then
Well,
perhaps.
it's actually, yeah, I probably would, but
Hmm.
it's more fun if I don't know what it is. What is it?
It's
White Hull.
It's a trading ship. They've got like precious metals and
You
other
don't say.
oddities. It's,
Will they?
might
they
be worth
do we need,
popping over.
Jewelry?
yeah. Do we need any special materials for the ballista that you're still going to? work
Aye,
with?
well, I mean, it's just steel, but for that, but
I am
it'd
quite.
be interesting to see what they've got.
Do they have any like precious stones and stuff? Jewelry?
Aye, that's the sort of thing they would
Oh,
have.
I'm always looking to add to my collection.
Well,
Ozzy does
we
wear
need to
like
pop
quite a
to
lot
see
of
Gavin and Davin at some point.
jewelry and stuff.
But what time is it now?
Early morning.
I might pop across to the forge if you guys are having breakfast or something, and then
Yes,
we
sure.
can
get
pop
cracking
down
on
to
that
the ship.
ballista.
Oh, I was going to come with you to the ship, but I will get cracking on it at some point. I need to talk to carpenters though.
Indeed.
A lot of it will be done by them.
Indeed.
Right, I'll pop to the forge and I'll be back in a bit.
So you head to the forge and you hear the hammering. You see the smoke already lit, which is a good sign. It means the day is productive. As you enter, Gavin and Davin are inside making small nails, which is often one of the downtime activities that they do. When they
Morning,
see you,
boys.
oh, morning, boss.
Been a
How,
while.
Been a while.
it's been a while. Yeah, how was your trip?
Profitable, but quite dangerous in the end.
Oh,
Cracking this time if you're interested. There's
oh,
some stories there, I'll tell you.
jeez, wow. we and they sort of you can tell they're looking at each other in an odd way. They're like,
What's
what?
happened?
Oh, oh, nothing. We've got your takings.
Oh, aye,
And
aye.
Davin goes and gets the box. 53 for the 2 weeks.
Oh, lovely,
We've done
thank you.
well. We've been busy, haven't we, Gavin? Yeah,
Have you already rolled for it and everything? Then?
yeah, I rolled for it. Yeah, we've got something for you.
What's that?
Oh, it's just something that we've been making.
Oh, great.
Go get it, Davin. And from the back of the shop, on like a small trolley, Davin pushes this thing out covered in like a dusty cloth. Um, well, surprise. And with that, he pulls the top of the cloth off. And I'll have to message you the thing you see inside because picture wouldn't load the thingy. So, the thing you see is.
Whispers.
Fuck, is it? No, it's not Whisper. I'll send it to the group if I
Okay.
can find it.
What's in the box?
This. So, as they pull the
Riveting
veil off,
forge.
you see a metal structure with a large bellow in the base. On the side of the bellow, a handle that pumps it up and down, and a tube that links the bellow to the main
Where did you
body.
send
Uh,
that?
we thought maybe this could work on the sea ghost.
Ah, boys, this is amazing. You just saved it so much work for me. This is great.
Yeah, we used some of our wage to get the things and put everything together. Been working on it a while.
Oh,
Oh, you really didn't have to, but thank you so much, boys. You mean so much to me. And I'll
And
give them both a hug.
yeah, and you mean a lot to us as well. You've been like a father to us, and the more you're away, the more. Don't know. We built this because we know you'll go again.
Oh,
Aye. And I'll miss you.
But you'll come back.
Aye, of course. I'll always come back.
Yeah, and this will help with your armor and stuff, so you can always
Aye,
be
and that'll keep me
safe out
safe.
there.
Aye, and the boys.
Yeah.
This'll do some great work.
Well, shall we take it down there?
Sounds like a plan.
Are we okay to clock off for the day?
Of course. That's no problem. Get down to the pub afterwards and have a few drinks on me, eh?
Oh well, Davin stopped drinking.
Oh, that's probably for the best.
Yeah. Davin sort of looks around like, yeah. His eyes are slightly bloodshot. Um, well, it'll be installed by tonight. Let us know when you go again, won't you?
Of course I will. I'll die.
They wheel it out of the forge, and as they go and the embers sort of die away, you think back to the dream you had on the boat. The path had two directions. Anyway, on to the next part of the day.
Paul,
Yeah.
Ozzy's like looking at this ship that's pulled in, Ruby of the Sea, you say. Is there any
Yeah.
like insignia or like flag or any distinguishing features?
I think the most distinguishing, there's no like sigil or branding as such. Like there's no continent flag or country flag, but each of the small coloured flags seems to have a symbol on it, which you recognise to be the different crests of the land, almost like a multicultural.
There's nothing that corresponds with like Picard or his sending stone or anything. I saw there was some when he said Ruby of the Sea. I'm sure there was. I'm thinking it's reminding me of something to do with Picard, Ruby something, but I don't know if I'm making that up.
I think you're thinking it.
Okay.
Thinking it. Yeah, there's nothing Picard related on the boat as such. So, anything else we should do before you board the Ruby of the Sea?
No.
No.
Okay.
I suppose not.
Let me just get up the thing then.
Oh, actually, yes.
Go on. Always leave it 2 seconds. Forget to remember that there is something he wants to do.
You just don't want to give me any time because I just start doing random shit. So
Yeah, go on.
as I leave the boat just a little bit before everybody else, particularly Picard, and I want to like go across the road to like a little alleyway, if there is one, that sort of like overlooks where the path we would walk out.
Mhm.
And as I go into the alleyway, I'm gonna use disguise self and turn into the halfling,
Okay.
the no-handed halfling.
Yeah.
And then as I see Picard like sort of walking, I'm gonna like step out of the alleyway and like proper stare at him, and I'm gonna use message and say in his head, "I'm gonna find you and fucking kill you," and then run off.
Good.
Packard immediately begins pursuit.
Shit.
Like, get here, you little shit!
You're lucky you don't have fireball. He
Yeah,
chases you.
I'm gonna
Where
chase
you
him.
going?
Although
I'm
I
chasing.
keep running and I try and get away. Shit, did you think this through?
And I
I
chase him,
need,
and I chase him.
let's say each of you makes an athletics check
Oh no.
to see who can get away or who can catch up.
Oh, it's a
I'm sure
5.
Picard won't get
It's a
tired, will he?
7.
5 for Packard.
7 plus nothing. 7.
Yeah, he's lost me around the corner.
Yeah, as you see Picard is coming, and he's coming at speed. He's going to catch up with you. He's
Like
like a
Terminator
machine,
2.
like,
I'm
but
gonna
you
remember
like-
this.
oh shit, this backfired. And you instantly dart down another alleyway in between two houses, circle around, then come around the back. And as you do, you drop the disguise self, so it's just you. And you sort of come after Picard.
Mr. Ozzy,
Picard.
did you see?
Wait.
Did you see that little person with the no hands?
Oh, Powers? No.
Yeah, power.
Power? No.
Why are you out of breath, Ozzy?
I just had a quick wank.
The Scarrick as he comes back from this.
Scary. You're not even here. How did you get here so quick?
Yeah, but I figured we'd be back by now.
He's come from the Dwarven Anvil. He would have cut you up
I
on the
want you
road.
to know that he threatened to kill me,
What?
and if I see him again, he's in big trouble. He's in big trouble.
My God, you're crazy. That guy left last night.
No,
Like-
no, he came back and he said he was going to fuck me up, and that's a threat against my life. And I will not stand for it. In fact, I'm going to report him to the authorities first opportunity I get.
I think you're
But they,
overthinking it. Come
but
on.
they better get to him before I do, because I will drown him. I will walk out into the sea and I will drag him with me,
Just
and I will just hold him under my feet.
unintentionally created a mortal enemy.
Yeah. Poor pal Wise. Oh dear.
I'm like laughing, but like inside, I'm like, shit. I think I've messed this up. To think of the consequences.
So, as you come down from your short excursion, you head towards the ship. Now, the gangplank from the ship is lowered, and at the top are two large half-orc guards. They're dressed fully in gold armor, with two huge gold-encrusted battle axes in front of them. As you board, one of them looks to you. State your business.
Trade.
Do you have an appointment?
No, would I not have known that I would normally? How would I normally get an appointment?
Normally you just turn up like this and they ask you if you have an appointment, you say no, and she
No.
comes out and gives you an appointment. Like, there's no registry system. This is how it's happened in the past.
No, we don't.
I'll see if she's free. And when the
Thank you.
guard leaves and the other one steps in the way, after a short time they come back from the captain's quarters, which is on the main deck. They're followed by a black-skinned human female covered from head to toe in gold jewelry. Her clothes, although scant short for scantily? I don't know. Her clothes, although revealing, are almost like jewelry.
Oh yeah.
And there's all the colours you've ever seen of gemstones covering her body. She comes out and she sees you, Scarrick. Garrick, my friend. I see you look well.
Thank you very much. You all look amazing as always.
Thank you.
Scarrig, you did not tell me you had such a beautiful friend.
Because I knew what you'd be like.
My name is Ozzy. It's an absolute pleasure to meet you, miss.
My name is Captain Vanna.
Captain Vanna. It is
Yes,
an
and I
absolute
know you,
pleasure.
Ozzy.
You do?
Scarrick has told me much about you.
Only good things, I hope.
Well,
Is that a yes?
you have more friends, Scarrick.
That's a yes. I think
You
it's a
normally
yes.
come alone.
Meet Picard and Styles.
Hello.
It's a pleasure to meet
He's
you.
wearing the helmet.
You wish to trade? You have items to sell?
Possibly, aye.
Well, please, follow me. She leads you into a captain's quarters, which are just lavishly decorated. There's a large dark wood desk, and behind it are just these almost like a wall of boxes, just tiny boxes of varying sizes that just fill the back wall. As she moves in, the two guards follow in behind you. So now there's you sort of she sat behind the desk, there's you guys and the two large guards behind. How have you been, Scarrick?
Very well, very well. Doing quite well recently, business-wise. So, aye, we've got a ship now.
Oh, interesting.
Mm.
You plan to move, or?
No, just a little bit of exploring possibly, and a bit of mercenary work.
I'm sure I saw some of your metalcraft in the far south. Just the other month.
Lovely.
It's
It's good to
surprising
see
how
it.
things get around.
Aye, these ships these days take things quite far.
That they do. As we do. Traveling the coast. Searching for rarities. And at that, she drops down a jewel encrusted loop, a jeweler's loop. And she says, "Do you have items that we could look at today?"
You know what? I just interject.
Mhm.
I think we do. And I pull out the 6 gems that we found. Where did we find them?
Okay.
We got given them
I
or
think
something?
you got some off the Emperor of the Waves, if I remember correctly. Let me have a quick run back. Did you write down what gems they are?
No, because you told me that I would have to take them to someone to find out the value of them. So I've just got
Yes,
6
I did.
gems.
Look.
I feel like it was in the in-person session.
I don't
6
have anything
gems.
otherwise.
Oh yeah, got it. It's from the beavers.
Beaver.
So as you pull out this bag, interesting. And she picks it up and she takes the items out. She looks them over, turning them in her hand. They are. You see, some of them are translucent white with a pale blue glow. Another couple more of a smoky grey/yellow. One is opaque with bands of red and white. And she looks them over. Where did you get these? These are quite rare.
I tweak the beaver crown on my head.
Hmm.
Well, we that beaver problem that everyone was having?
I have not heard.
Yeah, you do. We sorted that out, dealt with them, and
Oh,
this was the reward, along with this fancy pants crown I have.
I like it very much. Maybe a few more jewels, but it is nice.
Thank you.
Well, these a mixture of moonstone, quartz, and sardonyx. These would be around 50 gold each. 300 for the bag. That's at retail value. I would offer you 250.
Sounds great.
Sure, why not?
She nods and she takes the bag and places it in a drawer on one side of the table and opens another one. And a large bag of money comes out. She takes 2 small bags and places them on the table. Is there anything else you have?
I do. That's 62 gold and 5 silver each. I also happen to have this gold rib bone.
This is interesting. She picks up the piece, and you see her pull a small pouch from under the desk and lay it on the table. As she opens it up, you see a series of fine files that shine silver in the light. Do you mind if I check?
Please do, please do. I think, didn't I find this in the house? The first
Yeah,
house.
It was the necromancer one. Isn't it?
yeah. So she takes one end and files gently into it. She sort of flicks. It appears there is an actual bone in here. The gold is only thin, however, gold is gold. I would give you 30 gold for this. We
Deal.
would have to smelt it, or maybe somebody would want it.
Deal.
Very well. She does exchange.
What else have I got?
Want the golden rib as well? Want the more gold bones?
Someone else might have one as well. I don't know.
Yeah, I am.
I don't know if you picked him up. There was a golden skull.
Oh yeah, Scarrick's got a
I
golden
definitely
skull.
would have picked up whatever it was.
I've got written down on my notes that you've got a gold skull.
Did you add
I
it
was
to your
going to say, 'cause it's too
inventory?
hard to add it to the inventory on this. I might not.
You also have a Philosopher's Stone book. I also noted that for you.
Yeah.
I don't have any of that written down.
Of course. That's where I got my notes.
I've still got them two
There was
Yeah,
definitely a
so
golden
I'll give
skull.
him the skull.
electrum ingots.
Have we still got
Nice.
them?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, well, we could
You
trade them.
probably wouldn't want.
But
Anyway,
they're better for like
um,
trading or use for particular stuff. Really, we don't need
You
to just
pull
sell
out
them just for money.
the gold skull. This, I wonder. And you see a grind just up inside the nasal cavity. Yes, this is the same. A gold-covered skull.
I really wish I
Rather
took
than
that
solid.
spell.
Well, I would say 50 for this. It is more than the other. You
Right.
happy? Very well.
Tell me, what have you got for trade? Or for sale?
What would you like?
I mean, I'm always looking
We
to add to my collection of fine jewelry.
We stock most gemstones of the Empire. Will you care for something? Well, what is your price range, friend?
Well, I got two questions. Well, no, one
Yes.
question and one answer.
Okay, this
My-
is confusing, but yes.
My question, do you have
Yes.
anything magical?
No,
Okay.
this is not a magical trade. This is jewelry's gemstones
In that case,
material.
my budget is 20 gold pieces.
She turns to you, Scarrick. 20 gold. This
I'm
is
sorry about this.
okay.
We
Okay,
have.
no, it is okay. She goes to a drawer right at the bottom and pulls out this drawer just full of random bits. 20 gold. Ooh, good choice.
Oh, bitch.
You could pick two from this tray. In the tray,
I just sold you a gold rib bone for 30. I mean, come on.
all these stones, none of them are sort of cut in a sense. They're all like raw materials, but they're pleasant to look at. You know when you go to a cave and they've got that little gemstone bit where you can fill a bag of gemstones for like a quid. They look like that, just small offcuts of gemstones, stuff like that. There's light pinks, goldens, greens, blacks.
Oh, the pinks.
Um,
The shiny pink one.
Okay. Two of them for you, and that'll be 20 gold, please.
And just, something to remember you by.
I'm sure you'll remember me very well. Anybody else? Perhaps with a higher budget? She turns around and looks towards the guards. Just sort of gives them a sort of side eye, and then she pulls a small key up from around her neck and unlocks one of the boxes in the central. She pulls out this tray. The tray is lined with a thick purple, like velvet, and on it is a diamond the size of an apple. This is worth 5,000 gold.
5,000 gold.
This is the market I tend to operate in. I am sorry for squandering your business. But it
Well,
was just a shock.
Can I have a look?
It's just that we don't really have any
And she
magic
she
users who.
takes it back. And
Whoa,
locks it away.
can I hold it? Can I have a look?
No,
Why?
unless you give me 5,000 gold.
Just have a look.
I do not make business by letting people touch the ware before they pay. I know, especially people like you, Tiefling.
Ooh.
You can sometimes be tricksy, as they say.
Is that not
Is
racist?
that
Bit
so?
racist.
Okay.
Racist.
What? You say she had a key that unlocked this.
Yeah, around the neck.
It's around her neck, is it? Okay. Okay.
I don't think I do actually need anything unless does anybody need or want any embellishments or items made for them that might have silver
have-
or platinum or gold? Obviously,
No
this
need
is
for
the time to get.
embellishments.
Well, we will be in Dog for a few more days, Scarrick. If you
Thank
and your
you.
friends wish to come back, you are always welcome here.
Thank you very much.
Scarrick. I'll whisper in Scarrick's head. Take a good look at that key, my friend. Take a good look at that key.
No idea.
Oh, haste.
Boat heist, boat heist, boat heist.
So, you leave the boat out into the day, back onto the dock. As you make your way back to the Sea Ghost, you're walking down the street when a voice calls from behind. Hi, Card.
Huh?
Hi, Card. Is that you?
God, if it's that fucking halfling again, I swear to God, I will kill him.
As you turn, Pygard, you see walking from one of the docks a woman. She's departing a fishing vessel and coming towards you. She has long red hair, and her clothes, although you can tell they're rich, are torn and dirty.
Ooh.
One of the fishermen has given her a large cloak which she wrapped around her shoulders. When she sees you, her face lights up. She drops the cloak and begins to run towards you. Pygard! Brother! We are united once again!
Brother?
And with that, her arms
Packard was
come
going
round
to
you.
reach out for a kiss.
Awkward.
And
Oh, brother.
is
Yes.
where we'll finish tonight's session.
Ah,
Yes.
shit.
What a way to end.
Oh,
Wow.
shit. I'm totally gonna try and bang your sister.
No!